He checks in on his grandparents, just making sure everybody's all right. They've been probably up for like 2 hours earlier than him, even though it's like really early. And yeah, he just checks the security perimeter once more, and then drives out of the open garage and closes the garage and makes sure it's closed, and then drives off to the meeting point.
All right. Sweet. Yeah, you head into the office. See, let's work down the Discord here. Agent Janik, why don't you tell us about your morning and when you get up, when you head to work and all that.
Well, I am a pretty early riser, so it's not like I sleep that long. Or technically, I get the suggested amount of hours, aka about 8. And then I get up, I feed myself my loyal companion, Jake. Start as well with some morning training for the both of us, which now will include essentially throwing training, since that grenade came pretty clutch, but I should probably get better at throwing it. So throw some more balls, ball and so forth with Jake as well.
All right. Heading into work.
And then, yeah, getting to work.
All right, Agent Brahm, what's your morning like?
Probably wake up fairly early. You know, wash up, take a shower, do all that. Eventually probably wake up Anna, the daughter. Just have her eat her breakfast and all that Emily prepared. And yeah, they probably get in the car and take her to school, and right after probably would come over to the airport.
All right, Agent Slips, how about you?
Same as everyone. Wake up
Sorry, Rumble.
pretty early.
No camera today. I feel like shit.
Have breakfast, take a shower, all the basic stuff, and kind of look at the news and head on over to like the police station or yeah, just to see if there's any cases for him for work.
All right. Yeah, what's your contact's name at the police station?
Had it written somewhere.
Or a nickname?
Yeah. I have it on the sheet on the forms that you sent us. I completely forgot the name.
Oh, gotcha. The Google Forms.
Yes.
1 second. I have all that information right here. Somewhere. In my ever-growing list of stuff. Oh my god. Let's see here.
Yeah.
I'm looking for Richie, I think, right?
Slips.
Slips. Let's see here. What's the character's name? Harold Richie.
Yes.
Probably what it would be under. Okay, maybe I haven't put yours in here yet. Which means it's on the Google Forms. Yeah, my bad. Yeah, but you walk in. Why don't you tell us about it while I find this information? Like, you know, where you walk in, what it's like, so I know, you know, who this guy is and stuff.
Yeah. I walk in the front door. It's busy with phone calls and kind of them dealing with the regular sort of issues, crime, accidents, all that sort of business. And some of them are like They recognize me because I've worked on some of their cases and got a lot of their court caseload like off their backs. So I'd say Richie is decently known among their ranks. And there's like a group of 5 that specifically invites him out to drinks and stuff.
All right. Is this Jerry Stevens?
Yes.
All right. Yeah, you walk up. Where's Jerry hanging out at?
Probably in like his office or cubicle. Just going in, waltzing in there. Almost like I own the place, but it's very reserved for in terms of I guess walking in very comfortable. Not like I own the place.
All right. Yeah. As you walk in, you see the fellas are, in what is this? Garfield's office, and they're all kind of huddled around having a conversation. And Sergeant Garfield sees you and kind of like waves you in. Says,
Hey,
he says, "Hey, Harold, how's it going, man?"
hey, tired morning. Kind of, what is it today? December?
Yep.
Freezing outside.
Yeah, it sure is. Haven't seen you in a few days, man. You finally leave us alone, and all hell breaks loose. The whole damn town's going crazy. I'm sure you've seen the news.
What's going on?
Oh man, gas explosions. We got city streets exploding. We've got shootouts. We've got multiple shootouts. Like it's like freaking, they made that Batman movie, and now it's like Gotham City around here.
Speaking of which, got any cases for me?
Oh shit. Not really, man. We've been pretty busy with these dead shootout with the police. We had some casualties and whatnot. Mostly big time stuff. We haven't had time for any of the smaller time stuff.
Okay. Did you hear any details about that gas explosion? Anything on your end? I know it's out of your jurisdiction, so you might not.
I mean, just what everybody else heard, basically. Allegedly, it's a, they're marking it down as a, like accidents, basically. But there's tons of evidence that something shady was going on.
Something shady, you say?
Yeah, I saw the bodies were like mangled and stuff on the report because we were trying to help out and investigate it first. We thought it was like some terrorism or something like that.
Gotcha. Well, good luck on all your cases. You seem to be pretty packed. I'll leave you all alone then for today.
Yeah, we're busy. I'll definitely have some work for you here in the next few days, though, for sure.
Yeah.
A lot of stuff slipping through the cracks with all these big, high-profile cases going on.
Yeah. Well, good luck to you. And yes, Richie just walks out.
All right, walks out, heads to the office. All right, yeah, you guys meet up at the HQ, and Miller's just sitting in there having a coffee, hanging out around the desks. You guys see Miller on your screen, right?
We do.
All right, sweet. That's a new mod. Yeah, so Miller's hanging out, just drinking some coffee, eating a donut, and everybody kind of comes in, one after another, all relatively the same time. Just sits around bullshitting, drinking some coffee, and then
What time is it?
what time do you guys think it is? As early as how early do you think you were getting up? Probably like 7 or 8, I'm guessing.
Yeah, it was a pretty tiring week, so I imagine we slept in a little bit.
All right. Yeah, it's around 8:15 a.m. when Slips rolls in, and as Slips rolls in, Agent Miller looks up at Slips. You know, he kind of looks at everybody else, says the gang's all here. Let's go ahead and get started. You want a coffee, Slips? And he'll, you know, kind of nod his head towards the coffee pot and all that jazz.
Yeah, Slips definitely makes a very concentrated coffee.
All right. Yeah, Slips grabs his coffee, comes back. Everybody's kind of standing around looking at Miller, wondering what he's going to say. And yeah, he's going to say, give you guys kind of a little briefing. He's going to say that, you know, yesterday evening, we picked up a location on Daniel Church. He's been apprehended. He's currently cooling his heels in the cell over at the warehouse. We also got a lead on the like late last night, we got a lead on the serial number. It's attached to a local company called IBIS DataWorks. 1 second here. Not prepared. All right, yeah, I'll post it into your chat here. It's like the logo of the place. He says, turns out we got a rush job we got to put together today. You know, we got a golden opportunity to get in there and take a peek around. So I'm going to need you guys to kind of throw something together pretty short notice. You're supposed to arrive at 1 p.m. or sorry, 12:30 p.m. We've got they were scheduled for let me just read this here. Okay, yeah, so you're going in undercover as federal agents inspecting the company. They had a previously arranged this was all previously arranged. We're kind of swapping you guys out for the real deal last minute. Your cover is Department of Labor. You're involving agencies of occupational safety and the agencies of occupational safety and health administration. So OSHA, you know, more technically the wage and hour division, the wage and hours division. The IBIS, turns out IBIS is trying to go, go public on the stock market. And they had to schedule this as a kind of like a routine check, you know, where they go through and make sure everything's up to snuff before they, you know, get like a thumbs up for the SPAC or whatever the hell they're trying to do. Yeah, it turns out there's like lucrative military contracts up for grabs is another reason why they're doing this. You know, so they're expecting you. They see it as a mere formality. You know, kind of like a rubber stamp kind of a deal. They've we believe they bribed the right people, so they kind of expect to just pass this thing. And let's see. All right, you guys are deployed to the area. You'll be given a chance to grab tools and you know, clothes and whatnot over at the warehouse. One thing is, you know, you gotta basically you're gonna have to, you know, be maximum concealed here. If you want to carry a weapon, it needs to be something very concealable. You know, it's going to kind of blow the spot if they, you know, you guys shouldn't be having guns for this. It's just kind of a routine paper pusher kind of a thing. But if you do need items, and he'll pull out his phone and like hit you up in the group text. Here's the number of Mac. You know, he works at Green Shipping. He's a friendly. You just kind of, you know, what is the word for it? Coordinate with him, and he can basically, you know, probably show up at the loading dock or in the near vicinity. He's a pretty slick individual. He could probably work his way into the loading dock, and maybe you guys can meet him there and grab stuff if need be. But yeah, that's pretty much the gist of it. We'd like to get Prophet here over to see the dock, but it's kind of a pressing matter. So you got a couple hours to kind of fortify your backstories and learn whatever you need to learn to bullshit your way through this. Any questions?
What's our contact person there? Like, who are we inspecting? A department or a person or a process?
You're pretty much inspecting the whole. You're supposed to inspect the whole facility, basically, for like workers' rights,
Okay.
compromises, that kind of a thing. You're
Is it
supposed
a pharma company, or what's the overall title of the company?
Yeah. It's Ibis DataWorks. It is a like a tech company. Quantum computing is their thing. They're working with the military for quantum computing related shit, whatever the hell that is. You're supposed to meet up with a let's see here. Who are you meeting up with? The owner is named Shane Mueller. We're not sure if he'll take time out of his day to meet with you. But Steve and 1 second here. Where the hell did this information go? I had all this ready. Oh yeah. Okay. So Steve Stockton is the point of contact for you. He's they're like
HR representative, something
yeah,
like that.
yeah, HR representative basically, and Jack Shepard is the Department of Human Resources, the leader of the Department of Human Resources. Steve Stockton's marketing director, and they're expected to meet you and walk you through the facility and whatnot. All right, and yeah, he'll pass out, whatever IDs the OSHA has. I'm sure it's something for their surprise inspections and stuff. They're gonna have to, but yeah, probably an FBI kind of like, same picture that's on all your other IDs, identical picture, and your fake name on all of them. And they're all like, say something like OSHA inspection, something like that. But yeah, you know the drill. We've got the, the place, what is it, like the dressing room or whatever, disguises department over at the warehouse. You're welcome to go grab whatever you need. But yeah, that's about it. You got a few hours to, figure it out.
Alrighty. Should be good to go. Everybody put like 2 things in chat, in the EU chat or whatever, like the stuff that you openly bring and the stuff that you put in a duffel bag for Mac. So like he can drop it off at the loading dock should we need it. Mac is our green shipping contact point. Like he's a friendly. Consider it like in a video game, it would be like a loot crate. So he can drop off a pre-made loot crate.
Yep.
Did we get the logo for the place or?
Yeah, it's in the EU chat. Oh wait, no, it isn't. I didn't hit enter to send it. My bad. Good call. It's in the chat now.
They're evil doers.
Nice. I will.
But yeah, Miller will, if nobody's got any questions, he's going to kind of head back to the office.
All right, yeah. We're gonna keep him up to date if he asks and stuff. If anybody is curious, a Baby Glock 26 is 1d10 damage, and it's like really small. Can be ankle carried.
What's the capacity on that bad boy?
Let me double check. I think it's 10 plus 1, but I'm gonna double check first.
It's not terrible.
Yeah. I also gotta check, like the last time I put it in my inventory was a game in 1995, so I better check if there's like a new version out.
All right. Yeah, there's lots of pistols over there, so you can grab, some smaller concealable pistols. Your regular guns aren't terribly conspicuous if you have decent holsters for them. There's like body holsters, they have plenty of those over at the warehouse as well. They're just made different than the, typical law enforcement holsters. They're open carry. It's a concealed carry holster. Plenty of those.
Okay.
I'm not in real life really good at gun laws in the different states and all of that. Are the state that we're in now essentially one of them where you can't really have guns, or?
No, it's
There's a
okay.
difference between ownership and carrying, but like usually you cannot carry. Also, like there's an issue with carrying in all of the states. There's an issue with carrying openly in a private business, because they might.
Yeah.
Also,
yeah, but
another thing to consider
a
is that OSHA doesn't carry weapons usually.
So my question is essentially just if you announce and go through the security and like as in just it's open about that you have it with you, then it might be a bit weird. But would it be anything like extremely weird?
It would break your cover because you're OSHA. You're supposed to be OSHA, and OSHA doesn't have gun carrying agents.
Yeah, and if you're not and you can't just carry a gun if you're like Census Bureau workers and stuff. Like you're not allowed to carry a gun if they don't. If you're not assigned one, like you can't take it.
Oh, okay.
And
but that was my question, because if normal people can just carry a gun, then I was like, why can't you just carry a gun at work?
It would mean that you like severely like out of touch, I guess. So, like,
it would just be a liability for your if you ended up shooting somebody, like they could sue your employer and stuff. So they just won't let you do it. I mean, lots of people do, but if they catch you, you're in big trouble probably.
Actually, I looked it up, and I think judge can be from the Division of Investigations.
All right.
It could be an OIG of the Office of Inspector General in the Department of Labor, which is who can execute and execute and hand out arrest warrants. It's for criminal investigations. So it would make sense, like, for a couple of people to openly carry then.
Yeah, I mean, you could try. They're not expecting that, so they're probably gonna might raise some alarms.
Might be better if we just like hide the guns in a back holster, like in a what they called in the small of the back holster.
Yeah, I mean, there's plenty of holsters where you can carry a gun, and most people aren't going to see it, especially if it's like a compact gun made for open carry. It's not too difficult. Lots of people do it. You just have to use like a special holster that's usually goes in your crotch or the small of your back, and it's made to go inside of your pants and be discreet, right? But
do we have any weapon that would be able to go through a metal detector? Because if it's a very big company, don't a lot of them have metal detectors when you walk in?
Yeah, I was gonna mention
possibly.
that.
Possibly.
Do we have that gear on hand at the station, or would it be one of those situations where we would need to find it?
You have a lot of stuff, but you might not have everything. Are you guys talking about this openly? Because
like in front of Miller, essentially.
I mean, if you guys are talking about it together, then you're a computer guy. You might be able to, get some pictures.
Like print the gun.
Well, you could just get pictures and see if they have, you might get lucky and see if they have metal detectors or not. If somebody's a hacker, do you have any hackers?
Yeah, I got a bunch of hacking stuff. It's my specialty.
All right. Well, yeah. I mean, there's lots of things there that you could do to get an idea what to prepare for.
All right, I'm gonna try to like do an open search, and then I'm gonna try and do like a quick security processes hack or whatever, like to see if there's a manual around for like how visitors are to be treated. Like some PDF on the open servers or on the like not on the not on the R&D servers, but like on the everyday servers. If there's like a
Alright.
PDF that says like how to handle visitors, because they would mention any kind of metal detectors, right?
Possibly, yeah. So you yeah, you look
I got
you try to find
70
internal
computer science.
documents.
Yeah.
You were go ahead, yeah, give me a roll actually.
Success, normal success.
All right. Yeah, so you're able to you're unable to find any internal documents. Their security's excellent. You could try you could maybe try again if you spend some serious time on it. But in a general search, you're able to find like an employee, a YouTube video from an employee from a while ago, where she does like one of those annoying day in the life things.
Oh yeah, that's
Uh,
the worst.
yeah, and you you know, at the beginning, you catch that she appears to just kind of go in the building. Doesn't seem to be any security guard. There is security at the front desk, obviously, and you know they wave her up and say hi for the camera. That's pretty much it. She goes up and eats you know, really fancy dinner for free. There's like all you can eat buffets and shit like that. High like Silicon Valley vibes, you know. But yeah, security doesn't seem to be too strict, especially at the entrance. This video is like 6 months old, so you know things could have changed, but
All right, I'm just gonna update my Department of Labor ID to say I'm with the Office of Investigations.
Mm.
all right. You might have
Oh,
to see if you have time
Division of
to.
Investigations. Yeah.
We can
Alright.
update our IDs.
I mean, you have to see if you have time to get a new ID.
Okay, never mind then.
And
Because I
like,
was gonna put on a disguise kit, then like change the ID for that, but for a time constraint, yeah.
you have a few hours. I mean, if that's what you want to, I mean, keep it in mind. If that's what you want to spend the next few hours doing, I mean, maybe one person could go grab, you know, IDs for everybody, but you know, thing would be to talk to Miller and see if he, you know, can get a bunch of people to grab you new fake IDs. And they're not really expecting that, so you might want to, you know, see what he has to say about it. Changing the plan.
All right.
But yeah, you can try.
Okay. Hey, Miller, do you think I could get a new fake ID? I want to be in a disguise. Might want to be in a disguise for this mission. Do we have time for that?
Maybe, maybe not. You can. I mean, you can. Let me see. I can try to pull some strings, but it's not the easiest thing in the world.
Yeah.
You might be able to just swap the picture on that thing if you, you know, if you
Yeah.
don't. If you're trying to just swap the picture.
Yeah, I think I'll try doing that. And what do I need to make a roll for that? Like a disguise or anything?
Let's see here. Let's see here.
If so, I'll work on that in the meantime.
What would be? I mean, if you work on it, you'll be able to make it happen. It'll just be a matter of if they can notice, right? Like there'll be like a cut in it where the old picture's taken out. So as long as nobody looks at it too awful close, then should be fine.
Yeah.
But if you have some kind of skill that lets you like forge stuff or make fake documents or something,
I should have thought of that.
or like science, you could ask around if somebody had some kind of, you know, you could like kind of hit it with a heat gun or something, maybe to kind of, you know, get it kind of go back to looking good.
Okay, I'll think about what you can go to someone else during this time.
All right. What's everybody else thinking?
I would spend the rest of my time like looking through any kind of trying to get access to security cameras, if possible, so I could get a feeling for like what the building looks like, what the flow of people looks like, where the off limits areas are, stuff like that.
All right. All right. Yeah, you look into it. Go ahead and give me a computer science here. See how you do on the penetrations.
Failure.
All right. Yeah, you're unable to penetrate into the network. You are able to get access to a camera across the street, like a government camera, to get a few angles on the building from the outside. But inside seems locked tight. You're gonna have to write like it's gonna take like probably a day or two to figure this one out. Writing some scripts and stuff. It's pretty advanced. Yeah, it's pretty advanced.
Also, I want to ask if I could use disguise for the ID, because I'm kind of, I don't know, disguising the ID and myself at the same time for this.
Sure. I mean, you can give me a disguise for. Well, shit. Never mind, because you're gonna have to take a picture with the ID with the disguise on.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, let's just say you're able to do it. It's not perfect, but it's as good as it gets.
Okay.
Probably no need for a roll unless you have some kind of like forgery skill. Maybe I don't know if bureaucracy would do it either. It'd probably be like some kind of yeah. Actually, give me like some kind of sciencey forensics. Like forensics might do it. That's a a technical skill.
I see. It's not working.
All right, there you go. Yeah, you're able to do it. It's pretty convincing. Looks pretty good. If you get like right up on it and squint at it, you can kind of see the lines. But as far as like just flashing it to somebody or showing it to them from a couple feet away, it should be fine.
All right, cool.
What are these things called that are like that you can use instead of handcuffs? The plastic ones.
Zip ties.
Zip ties.
Zip ties.
Or
Thank
zip
you.
cuffs.
Yeah, just bring a bunch of zip ties as extra. Everybody, don't forget that you can put a full PPE suit in your Mac duffel bag. They aren't that big, right? How big's a full PPE suit if it's packaged?
Not terribly big. Depends on what kind of helmet you want. If you want like like CDC level shit, that's going to be pretty bulky. But if you just want
like the one that's like just like foldable shit.
yeah,
like
that's easy peasy. Like with a face
how big
shield
is
and not big. It'll fold up to nothing. It's more the face shield that you'd have to worry about.
Yeah.
If you want a face shield and a mask. But
like I've seen some. There's like it's like a foldable version that's like it's almost like one of these inflatable frogs that you see all over the news, but like without the inflation thing. It's just like the whole thing is just one thing, essentially.
Yeah, like more like a clean suit than
yeah, like more like a clean suit than a full like CDC PPE stuff.
Yeah, you can definitely get a clean suit in there, face mask and like N95s or whatever, like biohazard type stuff, but not the not like airborne diseases. It's more protection against physical contact. But yeah, they have that stuff.
How big is a respirator? Like almost like a breathing mask that you would have for like a paint job, right? It's not that big.
There's small
Like
ones.
PPE2 ones that we used during COVID, right?
Yeah. Yeah, if you mean just like the chemical or dust, like a gas mask, basically, those aren't terribly huge. If you want one like fresh air, you'd have to probably go somewhere else to get it and get, they have like ones made for diving and stuff that are small.
Yeah.
Like backup, like the backup tanks, if you want to bring like full blown oxygen with you. But as far as just a gas mask, that's something you could throw in a bag, and there's plenty of them there.
How does the respirator work? Let me just check.
I mean, it depends on what kind you're talking about, but the kind I'm imagining, you said for painting and stuff, that's just like filters.
Yeah, I just wanna keep out airborne pathogens, you know?
I mean, you're gonna need some fancy shit for that. But as far as keeping out like dust and like fungus and stuff, you can do that pretty easy with a gas mask. Gas mask's not
Okay.
going to protect you against like everything though, like some viruses and stuff, like airborne viruses, the flu and stuff like that. It's like molecules. They can make it through, but as far as like particles and stuff, the respirator's made to keep out particles basically. It's like spit, dust, like spores, fungus, spray paint globules, that kind of thing.
Yeah, like the bigger stuff. Would you say that's fair with a standard respirator?
Yeah, definitely.
Keep out the bigger stuff? Okay.
Yeah,
I was about to say,
absolutely.
the bigger stuff for like building purposes as well and all of that, you just put on those flimsy ass white masks where you can literally have one in your pocket.
Yeah, those N95s.
Yeah, but the N95s, they don't really close that well around the mouth region, you know?
No.
Yeah, they're not great.
Especially
mean,
if you have a beard, it's like the closure rate is really bad.
I mean, a
True, but
standard
it's-
gas mask will do the trick. Will get you as close as you can get, basically, without wearing a full
Yeah.
hazmat suit. But there's plenty of gas masks over there. They'll keep out all but the tiniest stuff. There's like different cartridges too, so you just grab a chemical cartridge. It'll keep out like aerosolized chemicals and stuff like tear gas. It'll keep out most everything. All
I
right.
think Judge was asking something, right?
Yeah, Judge
No, it's
Brom,
just-
what are you guys doing? Go ahead, Judge. Sorry.
I wasn't asking about anything. I was just commenting on the thingy. But essentially, what I was going to bring is just like a costume, kind of, as in the uniform of the thing I'm supposed to be. The what's it called? Like
EPA agent.
try.
Sure.
Yeah, like
Go ahead. Sorry.
I want to ask essentially the tech boys if they can print out a quote unquote checklist, because we're probably like we're actually going to look like we're doing shit. So I want to also know, what are we supposed to do, because like I am not trained in going in and looking for like working as in like how the hell does this work. Like this is not anything I know. So if they can, I don't know, print out a little cheat sheet kind of deal, and what looks like, you know, a ask people about the work conditions or something like that kind of sheet that I can literally, you know, cross something off while I'm going and doing shit.
Yeah,
So
sure.
That's what Bram was planning on doing, just getting out questionnaires, forms, all that stuff, checklists, print them out.
Sure. Grab
In
some
that case,
clipboards,
I can
maybe.
bring- then
Yeah,
I
exactly.
can bring an extra. Then I can bring an extra pair of uniform forms while he checks out that, so that we can divide and conquer the jobs here and bring back. Do you want a concealed carry weapon thing?
Do not.
We couldn't confirm it yet, and Steve has been dropping hardcore clues that there's gonna be an issue if we walk in with a gun.
Yeah, you
Like he's been
definitely don't
saying
want to go
multiple
in.
times it's unexpected with a gun. So if he gets spotted, it's gonna be a big issue.
Yeah, you can
Put a
take a
gun in,
gun.
like-
Just don't take a large gun. Take a concealed carry gun.
You could put it
The
in,
thing
like,
is, if there's like a metal
Volkswagen
detector,
briefcase.
it's gonna get triggered on the metal detector.
Right.
Yeah.
Sure.
That's why most
Is
of my
there
stuff
any
is
way-
like in a Faraday
Is
bag.
there any way for us to have to hide it in you know these metal clipboards that look like a box? Have you ever seen one of those?
Sure.
Like a clipboard that has like a metal box under it?
Yeah, definitely. Those are thick enough to fit like a smaller gun in.
Yeah. Um, I'm just wondering if I was security, I would open those. Try to look inside.
Yeah. I mean, you are the government, so does anybody have bureaucracy?
I got bureaucracy 50. Anybody else?
I sure
Yeah,
do.
or 40.
Bureaucracy 60.
All right, Brom, let me
Yeah,
get some
you go ahead.
bureaucracy. All right.
Oh, you
Yeah, I
got it.
mean, Brom there at least.
I'm unable to see the chat for some reason.
Yeah, same
Yeah.
here.
Might have to.
You rolled double, but the first one was good.
Oh, weird. How about now? Can you see the chat now?
Yes, I can. Okay.
Okay.
awesome.
Thanks. Good to
Like
know.
me
That
and
was that.
Tiger.
That was that little mod thing. It should come back now that I minimize the pictures. Yeah, with your bureaucracy, you would know that kind of the standard operating procedures basically, and what they're expecting. They're probably not going to like frisk you or search you because you're kind of they need your like signature on this stuff to get their thing accomplished. So they're going to try to be nice to you, but if they see if they see a gun, they're gonna, most people are gonna know it's weird. Not everybody, but like their security, their higher ups, they're gonna, anybody with any sense will know that something is definitely
There's
amiss.
something up. If OSHA shows up with guns, there's something up.
Yeah, exactly. It's
Yeah.
not a law enforcement position. You're basically there to like inspect the place.
Or at least, like, even if you technically have a law enforcement position, like, people don't see these every day. So it would, like, really raise a bunch of flags and a big discussion. However, how many baby Glocks do you think it could fit in one of these metal boxes, clipboard metal boxes?
Probably one, like maybe two if it's
They're
tiny.
like as big as a hand, essentially. Like if you go from like your thumb to your pinky or whatever, that like covers a baby Glock.
All right. Yeah, you could probably fit two.
All right, so I'm bringing in 2 baby Glocks 26 with 2 extra mags, so 1 each.
Yeah. I mean, there's plenty of holsters if you want to just carry a gun normally. You can
and
do that.
it's all about like setting the metal detector off.
Yeah. All right. All right. Brom, what are you up to? You were researching that stuff, printed that stuff out?
Yeah, I would just research OSHA procedure and all that. Print out some documents, some forms that we would have to fill out, questionnaires, checklists, all that jazz.
Sure. Yeah. You're
Change
able
my
to.
laptop's background to an OSHA logo or something.
All right. Are you going to do this just for yourself, or do you offer to, to kind of help everybody else out?
Yeah, I would offer it to everybody. Like I would. That's why I'm bringing the suitcase to like have like, everything for everybody and just spread them out when we get there.
All right. Sweet.
Nice one.
Yeah.
Good
You
job,
can.
Ram.
You can knock up some clipboards with some kind of cheat sheets, basically, with some random lists of stuff. Like pallets against the wall. The doors have to have like certain kind of handles on them so that you can activate them easily in a fire, that kind of a thing.
Yeah, the doors have to open in a certain direction, shit like that.
Yeah, so you can get a cheat sheet with a good bit of that stuff. You kind of look up the general vibe and the dress code. Dress code is like a button-up shirt and a tie, and like something not blue jeans, like khakis or black, or some colored, some pants that aren't blue jeans or cargos, like kind of a dress
Oh, I'm
pants.
coming in a full-on suit.
Yeah, I mean you can wear a suit as well, but the minimum dress code is like respectable business attire.
Yeah, we just gotta match. Like all 4 of us have to match in like the level of dress.
Yeah, it's
like
casual wear. So as long as you're all in nice casual wear, like there is no like uniform. You know what I mean? Like you have a name tag probably that goes into one of your pockets. Like a tag that slips into your like breast pocket, like a pocket protector kind of. And that's pretty much it. Other than the ID. But yeah,
right. So everybody bringing their undershirt Kevlar 3 armor. Don't forget the undershirt Kevlar. you know, this is one that actually like cannot be spotted just by looking at it. It's one of those that you have to touch up for people to figure it out.
Yeah, it's pretty hard to
Yeah,
spot.
I'm just gonna send that with Mac. Don't want to risk getting tapped, like checked by security, and
Yeah.
them feeling a fucking
Yeah.
Kevlar vest on me.
Same here.
If somebody's super perceptive, they could definitely see it. If somebody
Like a security guard would be.
yeah, if somebody eyes you up, they have just a regular chance of seeing it. Whereas it's like -20 for the plate carrier because it's bulkier, or they have a +20. Sorry, on any like searches.
Yeah, the +20 applies for the 4 armor version, and the 5 armor cannot be hidden, as far as I remember.
Yep. So,
Yeah.
yep, kind of implies that the regular one can be seen. Same with concealed carry weapons. Like if somebody has a good enough skill, they can eye you up and tell that you're carrying, for the most part, based off of just the way you like carry yourself and stuff. There's like training for that. You know, if people are like favoring, you know, like they'll stand kind of sideways. Like there's a way people like a swagger to people that are carrying guns, but you're not expecting to see, you know, to see the Navy SEALs here, so you should be all right. But it is, you know, potentially a terrorist organization, or you know, God knows what kind of freaky weird shit would, if they're related to that monster thing. Like you know, good to be prepared. You don't know what's going on, but seems like typical nerds and stuff. From what you were able to find, like digitally and stuff. But yeah, sounds like you guys basically
Can you
got
check
everything.
our stuff? Actually, where's Judge's list? Judge, do you have a list of gear you're bringing?
Yeah, I'm slowly reading it out because when I tried to say it, then it turned into a whole debate on weapons, and now we're
Yeah.
here.
You can just
But I
put it in
don't know
chat
how.
where the others also put in chat.
Yeah, I do, as a dyslexic person, I do not spell that fast.
So
Alright.
my bad.
Yeah, take your time. No hurry,
And I-
man.
Don't know how
Yeah.
to spell briefcase.
You just copy it
Does-
from Bram. He has it in his stuff. Just copy, click.
All right.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
All right. Yeah. So Bram, you know, whips up his little like fake, you know, kind of cheat sheets. And what about you, Slips? Do you feel like offering your disguise assistance? You know, you guys are all gonna see. Yeah, I mean, you guys probably all run over together and kind of get ready and whatnot. Gear up. That's where all the weapons and clothes are right next to each other.
Just a quick question. Why does Slips have so many Faraday bags?
No, it's just in the Faraday bag, and all of them are pretty small.
Okay,
so it
gotcha,
fits
yeah.
in there.
Alrighty. Now I understand.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it fits.
I was
in,
like you were like a
material.
real Faraday bag aficionado.
Nah.
He's a hoarder.
See, that would be caught.
All right. So yeah, I mean, if you were over there, Agent Judge, you guys are all like, you see everybody grabbing their stuff. Why don't you describe Agent Judge's like instincts into what he's going to dress, and then maybe Slips kind of sees what's going on, because I don't take Judge's, you know, from your description, doesn't sound like he's got the most fashion sense in the world. Like, doesn't seem like the kind of guy who really, you know, cares too much about that kind of a thing. But what are you looking for, like clothes wise, Judge?
What I was just thinking of going for a, what's it called, like the casual kind of suit.
All right. Yeah, they have that.
Because as far as I understand it, it works for pretty much every single like worker from the government can basically show up in the suit and tie. So that was the easiest one to not, you know, to have to actually put together a disguise, because that is not a thing I'm good at.
All right. Yeah. Let me get a luck roll. See if there's a suit that fits. No suit that fits. You have time to go grab one if you want to take your, you know, your Delta Green card and go grab a suit.
we'll probably just ask somebody else. Does anybody know what the looks at the paperwork? These guys actually goes to work in?
They usually just wear like business casual and they put on a high vis vest and get a helmet at the side if there's helmet provision. So just put on some slacks and like a collared shirt and maybe like a jacket. And once we're there, we're gonna put on high vis vests and it's gonna be fine.
Yep, like church clothes basically, or business casual.
Just imagine
Well,
you're
in
like
that
you're like
case-
having a meeting at a Starbucks, you know? Don't overdress too much.
All right.
Well, just in that case, I'm using Google to just Google what an OSHA inspector.
Just
walks
Google
around.
OSHA inspector, and you'll see a bunch of
And
people in high vis. Like,
Yeah, and with hard
vests.
caps.
That's
Yeah.
All right.
So that's what I'm doing in game. So then I'm just Googling it away. I'm like, in that case, this is the thing, and then I'm going to find for whoever said that they wanted a pair down there to bring up.
And
So
I don't think we need that. We are more of a checking if people are being abused at the workplace. I don't think we need any high vis or anything like that. I guess just a suit will do.
Yeah,
You know,
just
for
suit will
sure.
do.
Shirt,
Yeah.
suit, pants.
It's not a construction site. High vis and a hard hat would be more of a construction site, or if it was like a factory where there's factories, like the factory floor will typically have a hard hat, or whatever rules, like you have to wear eye protection, that kind of a thing. But you guys, you saw that it's like a tech place, so it's going to be basically nerds with computers, probably for the most part. Not really manufacturing much, except for maybe some quantum computer related shit.
I'm gonna wear like a quarter zip. You know, these like almost like a sweater kind of thing with a zip on the front. That's like a zip that goes nowhere essentially.
Yep. And Prophet, with your like computer knowledge and the research you did, you would probably realize that you should probably take some like just take those suits with you, maybe, because they probably do have a clean room, right? Like I'd imagine a thing or two about quantum computers and anything, chip manufacturing. Like it's all like very clean, no hair. You know what I mean? There's but they would probably also provide this for you possibly, but you could kind of get away with having it with you if you wanted to just say that you expected to a clean room environment. This isn't the first time you've done this thing, that kind of a thing. Bullshit your way through it. It would be reasonable, is
so-
what I mean.
I'm bringing 4 clean room suits in a separate duffel bag on me, essentially. Is that what we're talking about, or?
Yeah, like the kind of suits you had before, minus the face mask, maybe. I don't know. You'll have to see when you get there for what their protocol is, but a clean room's or a clean suit's not out of the realm of normal to have if you're going to a computer facility.
Wouldn't they
All
provide
right.
that?
Probably would provide it though, so you could probably find someone there on the scene.
I'm gonna go around and I'm gonna hand out tactical pens to everybody. As a knife substitute. It's a 1d4 pen, 3 penetration weapon, hand weapon essentially,
All right.
like a knife.
All right. Let's say you guys, you got all your shit and you're heading out. Let me see here. Oh crap! I probably didn't give you the coordinates yet, huh? 1 second. Where is this place? Here it is. I should have probably done this sooner. There you go.
What are these things called that are hanging from the necks? Is it a lanyard, or how do you
Uh,
say that?
Yeah, lanyard. is the
Yeah,
like the little thing that hangs with the tag on it.
yeah. I'm bringing an OSHA lanyard. Just with my whatever.
Yeah.
I
Came
feel
with the
like that would
badge.
be on brand.
Yeah. Yeah, everybody got one. All right, yeah, that's the facility. You see it, it's downtown Pittsburgh. You can like Google Maps it and see that there's kind of one main entrance and kind of a loading dock with security basically. And you guys head that way. You got a little bit of time to figure out like what do you want to do here?
We gotta drop off our stuff with Mac, right? First.
He was going to just bring it or get it, so you just leave it there and he'll come pick it up probably. You're supposed to coordinate with him, so if you want him to like come pick it up there, you're going to need to tell him.
Okay, I'm gonna be like, gonna call him, give him a call. Ring, ring.
All right, go for Mac.
Hey Mac, this is Prophet. Sorry, this is Dominic Shaw. We got 4 green duffel bags for delivery to this location. I'm gonna text him the location. Can you stand by to deliver to the loading dock on short notice?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, kind of. Maybe. Let me see. Let me check my schedule. And he says that he's free most of the day, so he'll linger. He can linger.
How long would it take from a message, a text, until you could deliver to the loading dock?
I mean, probably 10 to 30 minutes.
All right.
I mean, unless you want me
him like
unless you want me parking across the
description
street.
of the 4 agents, just so he knows like who he can hand off to if he meets anybody.
All right.
At 30 minutes?
Like 10 to 30, depending on where he's at. Maybe 5 if you're lucky and he's driving by. Like he's just gonna circle the area and run like SDR, surveillance detection routes. Basically driving around, turning in places to where it's easy to notice if somebody's following you, that kind of a thing. Probably grab some food and linger around, that kind of a thing. All right, yeah. Just let me know. I'll be here.
Just like keep an eye on your messages. It might get hairy. We don't know yet.
All right, will do. Thanks. I'll be there in like a half hour or an hour to grab these bags. I'm kind of in the middle of something, but good luck, man. Hope you don't need them, and we'll hang up.
Appreciate it.
All right.
All right. Let me just repost my list so I don't lose it.
All right. Yeah, you guys head there. What's the plan here? If you Google it, there's no on-street parking. There is a parking garage across the street and down the road a little ways. If y'all take one vehicle, you might be able to. I mean, you could try your hand pulling into the loading dock and parking there, but typically that kind of a thing isn't, doesn't fly.
What time is it?
Is southeast of it is a parking lot, right? If you go southeast, vis-a-vis the Dave Fair Coffee and Tea Shop.
Yep, right across there is a large parking garage.
Yeah, I feel like we should take 2 cars at least.
It is. I forget exactly what time it is. Whatever I said your appointment was for. So I think like 2 or 3. Oh no, it was 1:30. Yeah, around 1:30 is when you're supposed to get there. So it's probably 1:15 around now.
With us already in the area, or are we late?
You're getting into the area. You're basically almost there, determining how you want to, like where you want to park and stuff. Probably having a conversation amongst yourself about, do you try to find on street parking? Do you park far away? Do you try to, you guys talk about it. You're 5 minutes away.
I feel like we could actually park near the loading dock vis-a-vis, or just like this. There's an empty lot on the other side of the street, right? If you zoom in, it says 549.
Yeah, there's a
on the
huge
other
empty
side of
lot. Yeah.
Technology. Yeah. I think
Yeah.
we just like park there and like leave our federal agents on business, kind of, like a decal.
All
Can't we
right.
just park in their parking lot?
We could
Yeah.
park in the loading dock as well that they share with Carnegie Mellon and Thingy over there.
Yeah. I mean, you could try. They might shoo you off.
Yeah, we're just gonna play the OSHA inspector card.
Let us
Or
park.
do you guys
or we
want to have
fine
one
you.
car? So, say again?
Let us park, or we're gonna fine you. Basically,
Right.
Yeah.
We could
you want to
also
be nice
just
to the
walk
inspectors, right?
It's not even 200 meters from the parking garage thingy to the destination.
Yeah, I'm
Also
just saying if we have to
that's a
leave
very
under
good point.
fire, it might be nice to have a car like nearby,
Right.
It's all those like little decisions that could make a difference between your character living or not.
Yeah. I
feel like,
mean, these are the decisions. It could be nice to have your
Yeah.
car there. It could also mean that they know exactly what car you drive and they sabotage it. Whereas they
Yeah,
might not
it's- I
notice
know.
that. You know what I mean? If you park at a
gotta
parking
take
lot.
a risk.
So it's
Yeah.
kind of like, what do
I
you want to
think
do? If you park
Prophet
right
would
across
pull
the
up
street,
on the other side. Yeah, totally. Like,
All right.
what's the pairing? Let's go 2 and 2. Who's with me?
I guess Slips.
All right, Slips and Prophet in a car that parks outside on the opposite side. Might
But
get a ticket. I don't know.
But if you want basically to make sure that essentially we have a vehicle, then
Yes.
we could also just take more than essentially that, because then we could have like park different places. As in have
Yeah,
one in the parking garage, have see if we could get one just across the street, for instance, and then one can park like in the completely other direction. Because the worst thing is we have to go into like together and meet up out front and then go in, and then we go out and split up again.
all right.
But if shit hits the fan, then if anybody has to actually run, then we can go in any direction, and it's harder for them to cut off our exit.
also not a bad point. Yeah.
Exit.
All right. Well, the two people. So I think it's Judge and Brom. You two are in the SUV. Where do you guys plan on parking? What up, FP?
I guess we can just park in the garage, right? If the other guys are gonna park right across.
All right.
Or you
Sweet.
could park like in the loading dock.
Also,
Maybe.
looking at the street a bit further south, it looks like cars are just parked on the side of the street. Maybe we can park that right before the intersection.
Let's see here.
Can you be more specific?
Like the right in front of Bright Bridge side too.
Okay.
Like
I
the
think these are
building.
cars that are like on the street. Yeah.
No,
Do
no,
you
they
think
are
these are
parked.
parked or they're driving? What's your take on these cars?
Looking at street view, they appear to be parked.
Oh, good idea. Let me just try and say.
Yeah, they might park. They might be parked. I didn't see any meters, so there's probably not. You probably can't park there if there's not meters. But I looked at. I have Google Earth up right now, and it didn't look. I didn't see any parking.
Okay, so I think me and Flips are gonna try the loading dock, see if they let us in as OSHA. And you guys are gonna park either on the street or in the parking lot, right? Is the plan?
Yeah. If we can find a spot on the street. If not, in the parking lot. I
Yeah,
posted
just
a
make sure
picture
they
of
don't
the
have
street
these
view.
like, yeah, good catch. Just make sure they don't have these like placards on that like allow them to park there, It might get towed otherwise.
Yep.
Yeah.
Americans love to tow your car.
Yeah, I think those
Yeah,
are
they
probably
do,
going to
but-
be. Those are probably cars driving by. I don't think that there's going to be parking here. Maybe
if you
like
look
drop
in
off or
the-
something.
If you look in the E1900 chat, then Bram has posted, I don't know what they called, like roadside
pay-
pictures.
Pay parking.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
what is this? Enter license plate number.
It-
Oh, okay, so there's like electronic things that are like at the end of the street. Then yeah, it looks like I guess
Yeah.
there's parking out front.
There's a little small box that looks like one of those pay here thingies. Yeah.
All right, cool. That's super inconvenient for people, but if you know, you know.
Oh,
I
yeah,
guess
for sure.
you're gonna be like, like how do you see those? I looked up up and down the street, didn't see them. Sure, yeah, it looks like you can park out front then.
Yeah, this is like a building over, but at least you could run to it, right? If you get out. Yeah. All right, so we have one on the western side, one car with me and Slips entering there, or attempting to enter there, and Bram and Judge parking outside of Brightside Studios, or whatever this thing is. And then we're gonna meet up at reception, like in a staggered manner. I think Mia and Slips are gonna probably be there first.
And
Sound good for
Handler,
everybody?
I have sent you a message.
All right.
Sounds good to me.
All right. Yeah, sounds good.
Yep.
All right, so let's have the message first. If it has to do any processing thing.
Boom, boom, boom. What is it? Processing?
No, if there's any like stuff to do for Judge, he wants to have. In the
Oh,
message.
gotcha. Yeah, I read it. All right. Yeah, you guys pull up and park. Who's driving the van? Prophet or Slips?
Let me check my driving stats. Slips, what's your driving stat again?
I mean, who's driving? Like, doesn't matter what your stats are. You're both well capable of driving a car.
Yeah, no, it's just for high speed stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, Slips will just drive them.
All right,
All right,
Slips.
Slips is driving.
Where are you going to park, Slips? Do you want to pull in the loading dock? Or do you want to park on the street or...
Yeah, I
Park.
mean, throughout the drive, I imagine Prophet's been convincing me to park in the loading dock. So I'm going on board with it.
Yeah, I'm just like, how to put this? Like, I'm gonna be like, just let me work my magic, you know? Like, Prophet's gonna be like, let's see what I can work us, like, maybe I can talk us into the loading dock, you know? Should be fair, should be good enough.
All right. I'll park there. And yeah, Slips heads on or attempts to get into the loading dock.
All right, sweet. Judge and Bram, you get there. You hop out of your car and head to the rendezvous point of the lobby.
Sure.
Slips and Prophet, you guys pull into the loading dock, park, and as you get out of your car, you see a dude walks up to you, and he's like, what the hell are you guys doing? You can't park here. This isn't a parking spot.
So nice to meet you. I don't remember the names of the other guys. I'm just gonna just say the code words for now, but I'm presuming that I'm saying like the code. Actually, the names we have in Discord should do fine, right?
Yeah.
I'm Dominic Shaw with OSHA and the Department of Labor. This is my colleague Harold Ritchie. We're here for a scheduled inspection. Do you have a place for us to park our car? And I'm gonna flash the badge, the OSHA badge.
All right. Yeah, he says, we have, we validate parking at that garage down the street there. And he'll take a step back and get on the radio. And he's going to, call into the radio for the boss man, he says, John to boss man, we got OSHA guys here at the loading dock trying to park. What do you want us to do? And a few minutes later, or not a few minutes, sorry. Like 20 seconds later, he gets a call back and he says to, send him to the parking or the parking garage. It's an OSHA violation to park in the loading dock. And he'll laugh. And
I'm gonna make a big show out of like writing something down, like shaking my head and writing something down on my clipboard.
all right,
Just
yeah,
to
he'll
fuck with John, private security guy.
he'll look at you and say, "You heard the man." And then a few moments later, he'll or a couple seconds later, the voice gets back to him and says, send him to the parking garage, send him to, and tell him, where the main entrance is. We'll meet him down there, and tell them that if they talk to the receptionist, they can get their parking validated, which means free. You get like a receipt thing that you can, put in instead of money.
Can I roll a quick human on the security guy if he's like abnormally hostile or if he's just annoyed by OSHA people showing up?
Sure. Yeah.
Obsessed guy, and can we have your name, sir, for our report?
Yes. Callahan, John Callahan.
All right. Slips writes the name on his clipboard.
All right. Yeah, he seems.
Have a good day, Mr. Callahan.
Yeah. All right. You too, sir. Thank you.
Failure
Yes.
on the human failure.
He seems pretty chill. Just typical stuff. Yeah, I mean, typical.
Already.
Get the impression he's treating you like he'd treat anybody else, like not getting a whole lot of respect for being a federal agent. Like no accommodations were made. He's just like, do the thing that everybody else does. All right. Yeah, you guys gonna head out, go park at the parking garage there?
Does Slips have any kind of significant human skill?
No, it's degraded because of his past.
Okay, so he wouldn't pick up on anything.
All right. As you guys head out, you'd see Judge and Brom kind of like getting out of their car, parked on the side of the road here. You want to like park with them, or you want to head to the garage? It's probably the only two options.
I feel like we're gonna head to the garage just to play the role. What do you think?
Yeah, just like park in the middle of like a bunch of cars to blend in.
All right.
Just in the middle of a 4-spot.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, you guys park and head out. There's like the little thing that goes up and you get a ticket when you go in, that kind of thing. All right. Yeah, you guys head over. Judge, Brom, are you waiting for them to catch up, or are you just going to head straight in?
I guess we'll wait for them at the reception.
All right, sweet. All right, 1 second here. Let me.
I'll take out the clipboard and everything, hand them over to Judge. And also we each have our own.
All right. Are you going inside and waiting for them, or are you waiting outside and then going in together?
I would say
what do you
wait
think, Judge?
outside.
Right. Waiting outside it is.
All right. Yeah, you guys just wait over probably by the car, and a couple of minutes later, the other guys show up. You're still about 5 minutes early for your appointment. Dom and you guys walk up, you meet them. And
So you could like performatively shake hands like colleagues do.
Hello. Weren't you guys parking close?
Yeah, and I act like a mid-level bureaucrat, and I make a big joke about like how we got kicked out on an OSHA violation. Yeah,
That's
like
a
performing,
bonus point
like
for them
hamming it
then.
up. Yeah, I just like I ham it up for like the cameras that look outside, like we're just a bunch of jolly old, like in good mute bureaucrats that are just here to do like a small job.
all right.
And I guess a motion for us to go inside.
All right. Yeah, you guys head in. There's like a big glass, it's kind of fancy glass. And as you enter, you see a couple of gentlemen, and you see a female receptionist, and there's a security guy like sitting at the desk with the receptionist, and yeah, the gentlemen walk up to you, and there's three of them. They all reach out their hands to shake your hands. Basically, they go through and they introduce themselves. First guy, he says, "Hi, I'm Shane, the founder of Ibis. Good to meet you." The next guy will, where's he at? Here, he'll reach out. Scott, Steve, VP of Marketing. Nice to meet you. And then the third gentleman will, let's see here. How do I open his sheet? We'll reach out his hand and he says, Jack Shepard, Director of Security. Nice to meet you guys. And they'll all shake your hands. So yeah, you see a big company logo on the side of the building. From your research, the building was formerly Carez Biotechnics. Went out of business a while ago. And let's see here. Yeah. Upon entering the facility, you guys are faced with a sleek, modern interior that invokes both the spirit of modern corporate minimalism and the ghosts of a Star Trek future. Before you guys have time to get your bearings, you're greeted by a trio of important-looking dudes in their 40s. Their ID badges identify them as they identified themselves. And yeah, Shane will say, "But yeah, how you fellas doing? How was your commute ride in?"
Before we start, do any of us get the feeling that these guys have a military background from the way they're carrying themselves?
Let me see here. What's your guys' HUMINT? If you have real high HUMINT,
Mine's 80.
Were you in the military?
30.
Let me check. I have not been deployed. If I remember correctly, my backstory. I don't think I have military backstory.
All right. Yeah, none of them really strike you as like military types. The security, the director of security, he seems like he's like all business. He's the only one who's kind of got a serious face. Shane and Scott are both, smiling and, trying, being sociable, while Jack is just kind of standing back, staring at you guys, like eyeing you up a little bit. Doing, what you expect the security guy to do.
What kind of feeling does Judge get? Like, Judge, if you look at them, what do you see?
I don't know. I was about.
Does Judge see them as like, like he would probably spot a military man, like.
Yeah, let me get some
anywhere,
HUMINT,
right?
Judge.
That's 3-8. Or do you want me to roll?
Just roll it. Since it's pretty low. All right, check your box. He smells like he might be ex-military. Or, he could be a mall cop that's, try hard, Call of Duty player or something. But he has a vibe to him. Let's see here. All right, 1 second here. Let me read ahead here. Yeah, you guys will make like small talk for a second if you want.
Elo, what's your military science land skill? How high is it?
43.
All right. You know, it just might be useful to roll it a couple of times while we're in here to see if there's like any abnormal amount of security or stuff like that. If you ever get the feeling like, you know, like how to essentially get a feeling for how to subvert their security.
See, I mean, where else we can? I guess you wouldn't know these thoughts. Slips kind of goes up to the security guard and is like, what's your name, sir?
Yeah.
And, like writing down stuff on the clipboard.
Yeah, he looks at you and he says, Brian, nice to
Brian,
meet you.
Nice to meet you. How long have you been working here?
I've been here about 6 months or so, I'd say. It's 8 months.
6 months. And any breaches or anything in your history?
Nah.
You doing a good job?
Yeah, it's a pretty sweet gig.
Wow,
You know, a bunch of nerds mostly.
Must be experienced, huh? Military, police, anything?
No. Just
No.
no, I'm just citizen.
Ah.
I hit the gym, that kind of thing.
Okay, interesting. Are you sure? You look pretty toned.
I mean, I do my push-ups every morning.
All right. Slips is just nodding, and then, all right, good to know. Definitely note that in the report.
All right. Yeah, he kind of looks over at the everybody else, just kind of keeps glancing from you to the other people, and
All right, so are we ready to get the show on the road?
What would you like
Uh,
us to inspect first, Mr. Mueller?
well, shit, I don't know. I guess you should maybe work your way up from the ground up. There's you know, I've arranged for you to meet a few of the like department heads. Probably be the best place to start. You know, if you just kind of look around, you can see that it's pretty tight ship around here.
Yeah, we'll have to cover all the boxes, and I'm gonna show him like, you know, just like flash a little of the checklist, of the OSHA checklist. So let's not waste too much time and just get started. Bottom to top, shall we start?
Yeah, let's do this. And he'll lead you in, and there's like a staircase that heads up to a second floor, like a mezzanine, where there's you know, like a balcony, and you kind of see down into the area where you guys were. And as you guys get up there, you see there's like a kind of a cafe with all kinds of nice like fancy treats and whatnot, all that good stuff, cucumber water and you know, like a lot of vegan stuff, that kind of a thing. Full spread, and you know, a couple of tables and chairs, you know, where people eat and whatnot. And what the hell? Shane will, yeah, if you follow him, he'll lead you over, and he'll kind of, you know, gesture to an individual, and he'll say, "Steven, here you are." It's like bad timing, I see, and you see this this gentleman, and he is wolfing down a chicken wrap. Where is he? Or sorry, she is wolfing down a chicken wrap. She says, "Hi, yeah, bad timing. I was grabbing a quick lunch. Busy. Oof. Sorry, wrong person. Yeah, it's a dude actually. You see a younger gentleman. He's like Indian. And he corrects. You know, as Shane calls him Steve, he corrects him and says it's Stefan actually. And he'll you know, wipe the food off his hands and like reach out to give you guys a handshake, and as he's like standing up basically, and he'll say, yeah, Stefan Quintanilla, junior HR or HR assistant. I was told I should answer question, or that I'd be talking to you guys and that you might have some questions. And he'll kind of look around and see if anybody has any questions for him. And Shane will just kind of stand there like smiling eerily. And
All right.
Steven's behind him. And
Yeah, like I'm just gonna mention that like we appreciate the help, but like that the big ups don't have to like stick around, for the whole show. It's gonna take a while. So if you just have like one, if I don't know, if somebody can show us around, I think one person was more than enough. We don't want to keep you from your hard work, obviously.
all right. Yeah, I mean, I was just finishing up here. If you give me a minute, I'll dump my tray and all that, and he will head off to do that. So yeah, you see, he's a young, trendy-looking guy in his late 20s. He's like pre-ripped jeans, like punk style, kind of a punk style clothes. He's wearing a beanie, Converse shoes, one of those like windbreakers, kind of like a punk rock windbreaker with the logo on the back of a band. Yeah, that's what he sees here.
Mr. Quintanilla, was it correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
And you
so
are?
Could you? Yeah, my name is Mr. Stan, Gabriel Stan.
Nice to meet you, sir.
Nice to meet you too. So could you give us some numbers, number of employees, what kind of clocking system are you using? Are there, what kind of system are you using to file complaints? All that jazz.
Yeah, I mean, we'll have to head back to my office to get that. And if you guys want to follow him, he'll take you to the elevator. It's pretty crowded. Everybody's kind of tagging along.
It's 4 monster hunters and the guy in the middle, or
Yeah. So there's the 4 of you and Stefan there, and the 3 other gentlemen. But yeah, as you guys are like heading that way, you hear the phone ring, and Shane answers the phone, and he says, mutters some stuff into it and hangs up. And he says, all right, fellas, I think you got this under control. Steven, yeah, I trust you to take care of this or whatever. And he will get in the elevator with you and goes to a different floor. He goes up. But everybody else goes one floor, and Stefan will lead you into, kind of a large office space, and take you towards his desk. Sit down and he'll say, okay, so what are these questions again? What numbers are you looking for? And he's kind of glancing back at, he keeps looking at the other Steve, and
I'm gonna mention like to Stockton and Shepard that for this to be considered a valid inspection, we're gonna have to question your employees separately from you for obvious reasons. Would you mind stepping over here? And I think Prophet's gonna try and like get Stockton and Shepard in the conversation while the others talk to what's his face, Stefan.
All right. Yeah, they're gonna put up a little bit of a struggle and say that they were kind of told to hang out and watch, but they're not gonna fight with you. They'll walk off with you, and Jack steps away, takes a few steps, and starts like texting. Seems like he might be texting the boss man to see
yeah.
What's
I'm
up
gonna
there.
try and start a conversation about like if there are any threats to the company, stuff like that. I'm gonna go a separate checklist while the others work, Stefan.
Yeah, Steve says, no threats. What do you mean exactly? What do you mean by threats? Like a pallet falling over and breaking somebody's foot?
no more like an angry ex-employee, an activist, maybe some kind of domestic terrorist. You would surprised how many people, how many companies actually have to engage with, let's say, hackers and activists and angry ex-employees wielding an AR-15 on a Friday. So essentially, any of these incidents,
Good
if any,
lord.
come to mind.
Nothing really comes to mind. I mean, what's this got to do with OSHA? That doesn't seem like an OSHA problem.
Oh, we're looking into all kind of employee-related incidents, also any kind of security issues like that are directly related to employee welfare, and thus it falls under the umbrella of our OSHA control visits. It's really just for us to get a feel on how you guys handle this, and if there's a protocol in place to handle these situations.
Yeah, I mean, we have internal protocols, basically. We'll be all right. Our security is pretty good around here. We'll be fine.
I'm gonna keep digging, just like just like a bureaucrat would dig for, like, oh, that's great. Like, could you tell me more about these internal protocols? Blah 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 blah.
All right. Yeah, he's going to give you basic HR, like pleasantries and bullshit, and just
Yeah, and I'm gonna do the same thing back to him. HR, pleasantry and bullshit, and further questions. I think my goal is just to like give the others room to maneuver with Stefan.
all right. Yeah, who's engaging with Stefan?
Yeah, I would ask him a couple questions. So what I'd like to know is number of employees, if people are working night shifts here, if people are working with any dangerous substances. I know there's compensation for working with dangerous substances. They should have a list of the people who do, numbers and all that.
All right. Yeah, he'll start digging up numbers, and he'll ask, like, do you want me to print them out, or
That would be lovely.
all right. And he'll say, like, there's about 50 employees. A lot of the coders pull all-nighters, so there is typically people here late into the night. And like as he says that, he's going to kind of like look, keep glancing over at the like Steve, the marketing guy, and the security guy, and kind of see what they're doing there.
What kind of compensation is offered for night shifts?
Oh shit! No differential whatsoever. We've been having some people complaining
None
about that.
whatsoever. Okay, I see.
Flips is writing that down very seriously as like a show.
Yeah.
Is there
Raising the
any
eyebrows.
accommodations or sleeping then if you work that late, or can you still then get home?
No, not really. These guys are like, he's kind of like leans in and start like whispering a little bit. And he's like, these guys are kind of slave drivers. It's been crazy around here lately. People burning the midnight oil. We've had several coders quit because they're expected to do 16-hour shifts, like 6-7 days a week. It's pretty wild. Yeah, he looks nervous.
Are
You get
these
the
long
feeling that
shifts documented in the system,
sure.
or is that happening off the books?
No, that's all in there. Everybody's salary, so they technically don't have to pay anymore. There's a few people have complained. A couple have quit recently, but a lot of people seem to love it. I mean, so the pay must be all right. Most of the employees, like, we had some people used to complain, and not so much nowadays.
How bad is your work that you're working 16 hours overnight?
I mean, I think they call it the crunch. It's yeah, when you got to get like apps to market and stuff. It's the
Deadline and all that.
bleeding edge of technology here.
But you said that people used to complain and has stopped.
Yeah,
And
I mean,
in your opinion, that is not due to any, let's call it coercion, where the job might be in danger or something like that, correct?
Yeah, he as you say that, he looks pretty uncomfortable, and he like takes like a hard glance over at the Steven and them, and looks like he kind of wants to tell you something, but you're probably gonna need to like persuade him or uh, intimidate him or something along those lines. He needs a nudge, it seems like. For anybody with like 20 humint and above, like it's easy to notice that he wants to tell you something. He keeps glancing around at there's like security cameras and stuff as well. He keeps kind of
Go
eyeing
ahead,
those.
man. This is a safe conversation. We are here to make it better for everybody. Help us out so we can help you out.
Yes.
Uh,
Let's see. Is there anywhere private you can take us? We want out these conversations to be confidential, for good reasons to protect, the workers here. So
Yeah, he's gonna kind of look at you and he says, I mean, there's not really. This is my desk. It'd be kind of weird if I go anywhere else with you. And he's like, seems kind of very, very nervous. Yeah, he seems very nervous.
how far away are we from Steven and the others?
Uh,
We're not
30 feet, 25, 30 feet. Not too far. It's not, unless they want to like try to take them downstairs or into the complete other side of the building. Far enough to where they couldn't like hear you guys talk at at a lower pace. He just doesn't seem like very interested in talking. And he'll say, yeah, he'll kind of cough it up, and he's going to say like, look, this like I need this job. The pay's shit, but I don't really want to go blabbing a bunch of negativity when it's probably just me being a crybaby. Everybody else seems to like it around here. But I don't really want to
some
rock the
would
boat.
call that, some would call that your civic duty. Also,
Yeah.
your HR, that's kind of your job, is it not?
Well, see, that's the exact problem there, my friend, is that I'm not from this country, and I'm here on a H-1B visa, and if I get fired, then I get deported, and I don't want to get deported.
let's see. I mean, legally, you're protected. Everything we have is strictly off the books.
Oh,
If something happens, you can claim workers' rights.
I mean, that's what they all say. I mean, here's what I can tell you. I can tell you that that if you dig into the papers, you should find that there are some pay violations. There should be some payment violations. I don't think it's going to matter. I'm pretty sure your bosses are already going to sign this document because the military wants this technology. So I'm under the impression that this is a formality. But yeah, he goes on to say that there were a lot of complaints, and the people have quit complaining recently, and that's about all he's really willing to share. He says, I can show you around if you want, but there's not a whole lot to see on here. He kind of like gestures towards the rest of the room, and it's just a bunch of desks and cubicles and people doing like administrative type work. It seems like.
I mean, like, you've already said your company has been overworked, and it seems unpaid. So that's a huge OSHA violation for our part. I mean, you gotta understand.
Sure. I mean, everybody's making way more than minimum wage, and I mean, the crazy thing is the food. You saw the spread down there. Like, these guys are probably can't afford to pay us because they're feeding everybody like kings around here. The food bill is like through the freaking roof. It's nuts. I'd rather have like a little extra, I'd rather bring a peanut butter and jelly sandwich and, have more money to send home to my family.
Could you tell us some more about methods used to stop people from complaining?
Oh, methods. I mean, I don't know much. I do know, like there was one person that I do know the reason, and it was, this coder, named Tom, and, he was complaining up a storm, and then one day he wasn't, and I kind of asked him about it, and he said that, he said management, kind of insinuating that it was, either Steve or Shane had, kind of noticed that he was, unhappy, and they, gave him a tour of the basement, and he's been pretty chipper ever since. He said that they showed him like the quantum, the actual quantum computer that they've been working on, and it kind of inspired him a bit. That he got like basically got some secondary motivation out of it, not monetary, but like like a pride, like getting a heavy dose of pride payment for working on something so badass. He said it's like a thing to behold, like gold, like a big gold, just the most crazy thing you've ever seen. Just looks like a jet engine, like on its side, kind of like is from what he described it to me. Sounds pretty fancy. I'd rather get a paycheck though, but then again, I'm not a coder. I'm just a HR guy. So maybe, nothing really to be proud of in the HR department, right? Like a good day for me is, telling the employees that I'm their friend, getting them to, spill their guts to me, and then, telling the higher ups what they told me so that we can, avoid liability, and that kind of a thing. Not a glamorous job. But yeah, I mean, he seems like he's obviously just trying to, like wrap it up. Like,
Is he at work right now?
who?
The person you mentioned was complaining, and now is no longer complaining.
I'm not sure. Probably he'd be upstairs.
What's his name?
Tom.
Yeah.
Tom Schlitz.
Thank you.
Yeah, he
Don't
should
think
be
that's
upstairs. I think that's your next stop, probably. Is
well, since you talked about unpaid overtime and all this business, I feel like that's a huge red flag, and we're gonna is it, who are the other people that's currently working right now, like that we can go around the offices and the floors and talk to, because we're probably going to have to do that.
all right. Yeah, I mean, he'll kind of, right about that time, the the printer stops printing, and he'll hand you like a pile of documents, and he'll say, most of these people should be here. It says their job role and whatnot. But yeah, most people will be here. 75% of those people should be here. Most of them will be upstairs. That's where the coders and stuff hang out. Some of the engineers will be downstairs. But for the most part, most of the employees are computer scientist types.
Any place we should avoid or anything I don't want to, stumble in?
Oh no, not that I can. I mean, there's a lot of creeps around here, like weirdos, to be honest, but
Weirdos.
nothing too. Yeah, there's some kind of weird. Like there's a good bit of weird people, and I think it's just the tech. Like I think it's the whole tech thing.
Tech thing.
Quirky, you mean more, or actually weird?
Oh, pretty weird. Like a lot of people believe in crystals. Like a lot of people you'll talk to, and they seem like very derpy. Like if you know what I mean, like got the California stare. Like they're high on their own farts, kind of a look, like dazed and confused. We'll say like weird stuff just out of the blue, but most of them just work. I mean,
yeah, that seems like they're not getting an adequate amount of sleep. We'll get to that, and don't worry, we'll help out your workers.
And
for sure.
I chalked it up to like high levels of autism in the the STEM fields. Be honest, but yeah. But yeah, right about that time, the security director of security gets off the phone, and he'll head back over to Sharp, and he'll say, "I don't know. I'm supposed to kind of keep. I was told to keep pretty close to you and observe. Make sure you guys got everything you need. Answer any questions you have. That kind of a thing. Guide you around the building."
Yeah, and
Yeah.
Prophet's gonna cut in. Yeah, no worries. You can stick around. It's just, the state and the federal laws prescribe a certain, what they call a whistleblower boundary. So employees have to feel free to talk to inspecting officers without being directly overheard by supervisory personnel, because otherwise OSHA really can't do their job, right? It's just, we're not expecting any trouble. Obviously, you're leading a company's on the up and up. We just need to follow the guidelines on having a small separation between supervising personnel and the employees while we question them, so that we can, truthfully say that we followed the guidelines on how to handle these situations with the employees. I'm sure you understand.
Yeah, sure. If anybody wants to blow the whistle, I mean, we have a conference room. You guys can have some privacy in, but for the most part, we're just trying to, move it along here.
Well, it's not going to be a big deal. It's just that we have to follow these guidelines, because otherwise we're going to have to come back next week and do it again and again, and it's really annoying, So let's just do this by the book, and we're going to be out of your hair today, okay?
All right. Yeah. Steve Stockton's gonna kind of walk over towards Stefan there, and he's gonna say, "How's it going, Stefan? You giving these guys everything they need?" And give him like a,
Just need a couple more papers from him, and I think we're just about done here. We can move along.
all right.
We're
Well,
gonna have to take a look at your timetables and pay sheets. Just make sure they're getting the adequate amounts.
yeah, sure. Yeah, give them what they need.
Later.
I'll be right over here. And yeah,
And just eyeing what Stefan is pulling up for us. What are like out of the 50 employees? Are there any of them like cataloged as working with dangerous substances or anything like that?
no.
Biological risks, anything like that?
No, it's all seems to be coders and like engineers, basically. Nothing. Sounds like medical. Nothing medical related.
Can I write down on a piece of paper one of the essentially quote unquote throwaway mails that I know that Delta Green has for people to basically put in if they see stuff, essentially, and so that if he sees anything weird here or anything he wants to essentially report, that like where people don't know it is him, can't remember the name at the moment, then he can basically send it to this mail, and that it is completely.
Sure. Let me get like a stealth roll. You're trying to slide him a note without anybody noticing. Is that what I'm hearing?
Well, technically, but not way obviously stealthy, even though, because I'm probably going to fail it. But yeah.
Yeah, you would know who's stealthy, right? I think Slips is very stealthy, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Well, it was Judge's idea, so he gets to pass the note.
Yeah.
You'll be able to pass him the note regardless. It's just, if as long as you don't fail miserably, you'll be fine.
Wait, what did Judge want to pass along?
Critical
Oh,
success.
Success.
There you go. Yeah, you slide the note like under his like mouse pad or something, and he like nods that he message received, and then he's kind of looking at Steve, worried. He's definitely worried about losing his job. Seems to be the vibe you're getting. It's pretty obvious. He's very nervous.
Yeah, that's also why it's one of the, as in it just looks like a mail, not specifically for OSHA either. As in, even if somebody looks in his mail, it wouldn't even look like he mailed us. It's just a completely anonymous. Oh no, that's not how it's pronounced.
Yeah, anonymous mail. Sure. Yeah, you could slide him the email, no problem. And he's we'll look back at Brahm. Like any more documents? You were saying something about documents?
Yeah, all those timetables, payment slips, you know, the number of employees, hours worked, compensation.
Sure. Yeah, he prints it out and hands you it. And he says, I mean, if you want like going back a long ways, it's going to take me a little bit of time to print it all out, and it's going to be a huge stack of
I'm
papers.
gonna say last month, maybe 4 months ago, and maybe the first month when the firm started working here.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, he'll
And,
print out last month, and you know, basically he gave you last month already, and he'll say that if you stop back later, he will get you the rest of the documents. But you know, there's like a queue of like 200 documents that got to print out now. Yeah, I'd be happy to do that. Just stop back. What's that,
and
Slips?
can we get a list of your employees? You know, just in case we gotta investigate if they were fired properly or if there were violations, things like that. You know the business.
Yeah, sure thing. It's in the. It should be in there. The information I handed your buddy here. Do you want me to print out a second copy for you, or?
Yeah, and like obviously, you know, we're gonna have to like roam around and talk to your workers. It's just standard procedure. After we discuss later.
Yeah, sure. This floor is like what do they call it? Like what do they call it? Like the people that run the place, basically the accountants, HR, you know, whoever orders the food.
Operations.
Yeah, like operations. Yeah, operation stuff. Like not really pertaining to the stuff that any large building would have. Like that basically has nothing to do with the specifics of what the business does.
Yeah.
Any areas we can't go into access accidentally, you know, or require an ID to get in, that sort of thing.
Not that I know of. That would be a question for the engineers probably. I'm sure there's like some protocols for, you know, poking around the supercomputer and all that, you know, the $1 billion piece of technology in the basement. But other than that, I mean, you'd have to talk to them. But as far as I know, not really. I mean, just people's offices. They probably don't want you walking in, but
Yeah, of course. Thank you.
nothing too
Thank you for
crazy.
your assistance. You know, if we need to like talk to them, and you know they're in their offices, could we just like call you and see if we can chat with
Sure.
them?
Yeah, sure. Or you could just you could try knocking on the door. I mean, people will let you know if they want to talk or not. I mean, there's only a few offices in the building, and most of them are on the top floor. It's like pretty open concept, like you know, like it is down
Yeah, it's a
here,
very
basically.
nice design for sure.
Yeah, modern, very modern. Everything's real sleek and you know, looks like kind of like what you'd expect to see in San Francisco. But yeah, he'll kind of like gesture towards the rest of the room there, and he's like, if you want to talk to any of these guys, you're welcome to try. You know, you're welcome to try.
We will afterwards. We will. After we're done with other meetings.
All right, yeah. As you guys are talking about that, 1 second here. Where are we at here? 1 second. I got screwed up one of these pictures. And now the whole character's wonky. Where did this lady go? All right, 1 second. I'm going to have to. Apparently I screwed up her character sheet. I don't see it. So I'm just going to go by the text document that has the same stuff on it. All right. All right. Yeah. Steve will, you know, he kind of hears what you're saying there. And he says, that if you want to head upstairs, you can talk to these people if you want, but we could head upstairs. And the next point of contact was the head developer, and she can introduce you to all the, you know, the computer guys and all that stuff, and you know, give you more about that side of the business. You know, Steve's this guy's boss, kind of. so he could answer your questions too. He's just not really the paperwork kind of guy. But yeah, you guys want
Yeah.
to proceed?
We all know why they're there, so yeah. I'm just gonna like text because Elo had a really good idea with the whistleblower papers, so I'm gonna text Slips to write like a bunch of them. So Slips can hand out like these papers with his high stealth skill.
And this is just relayed through like a whisper or something, right?
Yeah, like I'm texting you with my phone to your phone.
Okay, cool.
So like I'm standing over with like what's his face, Steve Stockton and Jack Shepard, and while I'm talking to them, I'm gonna text Slips to like start prepping like these
All right.
whistleblower papers.
What's your alertness? Because
My alertness is 77.
all right, yeah, you have no idea that there was even a note passed. He critical
Okay, so I
succeeded.
missed that,
So
yeah,
yeah, nobody noticed. Not even Slips.
gotcha.
Oh, damn. Okay, never mind.
Okay, nobody knows. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna have to wait on Judge to share the idea, or if he keeps doing it and we catch it, yeah, depending
Alright.
on whichever happens first.
All right. All right. Yeah. You want to talk to people down here or head upstairs?
Who else is here to talk to? It's just HR and operations here, right?
Yeah.
I'd like to talk to shipping and logistics or whatever, like the department that's like that handles, like that just handles like the orders for like toilet paper and like stuff that's used to keep the shit running. I suppose they're the same department that also handles like any kind of other incoming like material and stuff like that, right? Would that be in operations, or would you have to go downstairs to loading dock?
That would probably be operations. The head guy. Yeah, I mean, if you mention it, yeah, you want to ask, you probably have to ask ask somebody,
Yeah.
you know,
I'm just gonna grab random operations guy.
hey, how's it going? What's up?
Hey Phil, how you doing?
He looks weird at you.
I'm with OSHA. We just need some insight on how you guys handle like the usual comings and goings, logistics. How you guys order, if there's any designated personnel that unload stuff, and how you guys handle any kind of high priority shipments, as well as any kind of dangerous materials. I'm presuming you guys use a lot of rare earth materials and other stuff that's used for computing. Could you give me like an overview of how you guys handle this?
Yeah, sure. I'm in charge of ordering the food and the like janitorial type supplies to make the building run. But you're probably gonna want to talk to Steve about like stuff that's in, like business related or computer related basically. I'm more like operation, day-to-day operations. I don't really handle any of that stuff. There are like loading
Okay.
dock people, but I don't handle that either. I just, order and it gets here magically and I put it away basically. Or,
When he
I have
says Steve, does he mean the marketing VP or another Steve?
the marketing VP that's with you.
All right.
Or he's
Before I move on-
public affairs, sorry.
Public affairs, okay. Before I move on, I'm gonna ask him like, I've always been curious, like what's the average turnover for food in this place? You guys the cafeteria feeds everybody, right?
Yeah, they feed tons of people. They're just
Can I
giving it
get
away
a-
down there.
Can I get a printout for like your last weekly order of food?
Sure. Yeah, he'll like look at your badge. He'll he's with it. Yeah, he'll print out a couple of pages of documents and hand them to you. It's a rather
How
large.
long does the food stay out before you switch it?
Pardon?
How often is the food being switched? I see you guys have like a Swedish buffet.
Just
Uh,
oh, I got you. For that you'd probably have to talk to the kitchen to the chef or whatever. I'm assuming they follow all the laws. They should be following all the rules. I'm more in the order.
Sure hope so.
Yeah, I do the ordering and stuff. Basically, they tell me when they need things, and I, kind of give it the once over to see if it's fishy. If I don't got to make sure they're not ordering, a bunch of bags of chicken nuggets and then taking it home to their family or whatever. But yeah, I mean, we just basically offer all kinds of goodies and all you can eat. So we go through a ton of it. People get paid people complain about the pay, but when you get all you can eat, lunch and dinner every day, like that's got some good value to it.
Yeah, that's definitely something.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, they're passing out tons of food around here.
While this is going on, can I? Because I remember that there was somebody in our group that said that they were like specifically good at stealth and stuff like that,
Yes.
but I
Slips.
don't remember the name.
Slips, I believe.
Yes.
Yeah,
'Cause in that
Slips
case-
and then Bram is also not bad if I remember correctly.
I'm decent.
In that case, I would like when essentially we have time to just when I have the time to just take Slips a bit aside and tell him in private, I would like to say to Slips that the mail that I am currently using for the what's it called, the anonymous
Whistleblower.
whistleblowing mail thing is, and then give him the mail so that he knows, so that we can basically give the same one, and not that I'm giving one and he's giving another and a third is giving a third.
Roger.
All right.
Thank you. Will do.
And then going back to mostly listening to music and thinking about not eating the snack in the briefcase.
All right.
All right. So Slips now knows about handing out little whistleblower email papers.
Yep. Slips just takes out some, or tears some scrap paper from his clipboard and writes down a bunch of those emails and places it behind the stack of papers in the back, just to hide it.
All right. Sweet.
And I'm gonna talk to Steve now about like how they handle like the rare earth deliveries and any kind of chemicals or biological stuff that they order outside of food.
Heavy metals and all that.
Yeah.
Wait, are
Uh,
we in the cafeteria right now?
With
Nope.
the operations division.
Okay.
It's like the people that order shit like, toilet paper and rare earth metals and food and stuff.
yep.
They
Yeah.
have like an acquisitions the department, right? Like a buyer, some junior buyers and all that.
Yeah, Steve will let you know that he handles most of that sort of thing. They're still like technically a startup. They've yet to make a profit.
I think you only need an acquisitions department if you like buy stuff that you sell. Like if you buy like a bunch of shirts or like clothes, that's when you have an acquisitions department.
Not really though.
Yeah.
Most tech companies have an acquisitions. They do department for like research and stuff.
Oh, you mean research acquisition? Okay, gotcha. Yeah.
Yeah.
I misunderstood.
Yeah.
Yeah, like when buying smaller companies or IP and stuff like that.
Yeah, but also like buying like materials like, hey, we are using this much, I don't know, thermal paste per month or something like that.
Okay. We're gonna try and talk to Steve. Gonna copy his name down again because I keep forgetting. Steve Stockton. About that kind of stuff, that kind of acquisition stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I do most of the acquisition. Shane, handles some of the more, let's say, like rare type things, you know, like the super technical stuff. He's you know, he's the one who's like all this is his brainchild, you know, so he handles most of the interface with the technicians and all that. But from what I understand, we probably don't order too awful much because everything's brand new. You know, he kind of looks around like, you know, everything here is brand new. We've only been here for like 8 months or so, so we don't really have to replace any. Haven't had to replace like the computers or desks or any of that yet. You know, we get a desk or two. That's kind of my job is, you know, getting if we get an employee or something and we need a new desk. I've done a few of those, but not for the most part. We're pretty resource light. Mostly we deal in software and you know, a bit of hardware, but that's for the most part developed and just maintained. Yeah, I mean, if you guys get a look at it, it's you'll see it's not the kind of thing that probably breaks. It's just a big hunk of metal for the most part. So, what's that, Slips?
How long have you been here? Can we see the project if it's public or not public? If we're allowed to, I think that sounds pretty cool.
Sure, yeah. Let's yeah, sure. I mean, let's go talk to the software. I'll make a call and see about those preparations to get you guys in the area. I believe they have some, you know, there's some kind of protocols. It's like a dust-free zone, that kind of a thing. Above my pay grade, but yeah, I can let them know if we want to head down there after the next stop. We can do that. That's pretty much all that's left to talk to is the coding department upstairs.
Right. Thank you so much.
You're very
Also
welcome.
go talk to the engineers, right? Can't forget the engineers.
Yeah.
And I put like a point on the list, like on the like engineer names.
All right. Yeah. He'll lead you guys upstairs. Hop on the elevator. Ride up. Second floor consists. So yeah, as you come out into the second floor, it is you know, pretty much open concept, like the kind of the rest of the building. Not a whole lot of interior walls. You see like 6 basically what does it say here? 6 separate working lounges where employees code in cubicles dressed up to resemble a childhood playground. Vending machines on the walls. There's like vending machines around. And, you know, big wide open area. There's like beanbag chairs and stuff. There's people like sitting on laptops. You know, everybody's just staring at a screen, like a room with like 20 or so people that are all staring at their screens, typing away. And you know, Steve will lead you over to this little lady here, and he'll introduce you to Annie. And then Annie will reach out her hand to shake your hands, and she'll say she'll say her name's Unmi Jong, something like that. But everybody does call me Annie. And she's like you know, in her 30s. You can see from the picture there. She's pretty chill. She's at her desk. She's got like stuffed animals and plushies and, you know, like you know, that kind of thing, like really girly zone. Like her personality's totally like taken over the desk basically. And yeah, Steve will say, yeah, that's Annie, our star employee. And her work ethic inspires the other employees to great heights. And he's kind of like basically just glazing her up, like laying it on thick, how awesome she is. And
Are there nameplates around here? Like names for the other people?
no nameplates. Very like like I don't know, modern-y vibe where they're, you know, they're trying to buck the trends. You know, normal businesses have nameplates, so they don't.
Yeah.
Kind of
I
a
feel
thing.
like I think Prof is gonna wander off from the group and he's gonna try and identify Tom if possible, while the others talk to Annie.
All right, sure. Yeah, so you head off to kind of peruse. Who's gonna speak to Annie?
I assume we all kind of are, right? So Miss Jung, was it?
Yes. Nice to meet you.
Can you tell us a bit about your work ethic, your hours? Mm, what do you feel about the office space?
Oh, I mean, the office is excellent. Food's great. You know, the atmosphere is awesome. Can't really complain. Long hours, but I mean, that's kind of the nature of the crunch. You know, we're trying to ship updates and stuff, trying to get this this stuff going. So I've been pretty busy.
Do
But
you feel like the company has been accommodating to the long hours required? Do you have all the facilities you might need?
yeah, so you can always have you know, you can always have better better work situation, but it's not bad. And she'll kind of glance at like Steve, who's, you know, took a couple steps back, and he's kind of talking to Jack a bit, like, you know, 15 feet away or so. She looks super nervous, and she's gonna ask you, like, what kind of things do you guys do? Like, what kind of things are you investigating here? I don't, you know, everything's pretty safe. I mean, it's been months since somebody stubbed the toe.
Yeah, we just got
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Was that look of worry like obvious to us?
Yeah, I mean, general nervous. She seems nervous, definitely. She's not really hiding it. I mean, she's not hiding it well. She's seems nervous.
Nervous like I'm usually interacting with text on my screen, not with other humans. Kind of nervous, or like
Um,
hiding something nervous.
Probably both. Not really necessarily hiding anything, but you're getting the vibe that that everybody's been instructed to just, you know, to just tell you guys, like, you know, glaze you guys up and send you on your way, basically. Seems like she got a talking to about, you know, not airing a bunch of grievances and stuff. Just, you know, say everything's good and move on, basically. And she just looks like she's worried about Steve and them, you know, hearing her say something that they don't like, basically.
I'm gonna
So
ask
yeah,
around.
we're
I'm gonna take
Sorry,
this
go ahead.
chance. Oh,
What's up?
Go ahead.
take this chance to slip one of the whistleblower emails or an email list
Yeah,
to
sure.
her while they're distracted.
Yep,
Hey,
yep.
if anything comes up, you know, I see that you're kind of worried, and you know, it seems like a weird working environment to us OSHA folks. So, if anything, you know, here's a mail here that you can contact, or
All right. Yeah, yeah.
One.
She'll kind of like, you know, palm it and slide it onto her lap and nod in agreement. And she's you know, she'll kind of continue on with so what kind of things do you guys want to know? You know, we do work long hours,
the
but
usual. I see you guys have a lot of computers here. You guys are working a lot of hours. You know, just making sure nothing can, maybe, I don't know, get overheated, start a fire, maybe, you know, but a lot of peripherals around here. People can get tired if they work many hours. Maybe they can trip on loose cables and stuff.
right. Yeah, I don't know. We haven't really had a problem. It's pretty chill environment, and you know, as you can tell, and like kind of shows you towards the area, and it looks like you know, it's like very chill.
Yeah.
Very chill environment. They're like on beanbag chairs, and Everybody's just kind of like lounged out. Like there's somebody like laying on the couch with their feet up in the air, you know, like just full like casual mode.
From the short research I've done, could I identify, are there like any actual OSHA violations happening around here? Could I give the office like an actual look around?
Sure. Yeah, if you look around, you know, the
Want me to
nature
roll
of
something?
um I mean, I guess you're just looking around.
Yeah.
You know, there's going to be so many things that you can kind of make something up. That's kind of the nature of the beast. You know, like you can, you know, what's an example? I don't know. It's a big open room. I mean, you could say, you know, like there's a pillow on the floor. It's like a tripping hazard. You know, and you could definitely make up some stuff. Nothing that's like very serious. You know, it's basically just an empty room. The light switches look like they're up to code. If you take a look at the light like sockets, they're all like EFI. So everything seems to be up to code. It's pretty
Any
sparse. Other than, go ahead.
I understood the employees' desks are heavily decorated. Any safety hazard there? Maybe spiky Funko Pops or anything like that?
Sure. Actually, yeah. Give me a anthropology to kind of get like the human vibes
Sure.
around here. That's kind of your thing. Like, let's see if
I cannot see my own rolls. Did that roll?
weird.
That's a
Yeah,
crit success.
crit success.
Oh, amazing.
All right. Yeah, you got basically a lot of the stuff I already told you. I probably should have got you to roll for, but like the general vibe, a lot of it was really apparent. But yeah, you can you get the vibe. It seems like there's definitely a hierarchy. Like seems like they run a tight ship, and like it, you know, from your like research into like Nazi Germany and like, you know, the different tyrannies of the world, it seems like, you know, like there's a facade of everything being like super chill, but like at the top, at the end of the day, it seems like you know, they're probably like strict but lenient. Like I don't know what the word is. Like it seems like there's a vibe of not wanting to make the management mad. But looking at everybody else, the vibe seems super chill, kind of you know, San Francisco, like Silicon Valley type vibes. And
How's the food here, by the way?
oh,
You
food,
guys have a lot of it.
food's fantastic. If you with the chef, if you tell them that there's something that you like, they'll you know, they'll either put it on the menu if they can, or it'll get put into the rotation of like you know, the weekly lunches or dinners and whatnot.
Sounds amazing.
Yep. But yeah, the vibe is a little strange. I guess it just could be like old school. Some people are more old school, but there's a, you know, probably half the people there are sitting at their desks, just kind of like, you know, typing away on their computers, not really taking advantage of the chill. You know, so there's like half the people are kind of stuck up, not stuck up, but you know what I mean, more like professional types working at a, you know, a desk in an office chair, and the other half are kind of like hanging out, working on laptops, basically.
And most employees are millennials, right?
Yeah, most of them are millennials. There's a few like Zoomers and a few like Gen Xers, but mostly millennials.
Yeah, I would like point out some stuff that might not be okay or fully up to OSHA code. You know, just to not seem like I'm not writing anything or not doing my job.
All right. Yeah, Steve will kind of engage with you and you know, start like friendly argue, not argue, but like friendly laying out the, you know, PR department's take on all that stuff, and you know, feeding you excuses for everything. But yeah, let's go to Prophet. You're walking around and looking for Tom.
I just keep dropping his first name amongst the male colleagues.
All right. Yeah, it doesn't take you too long. you say, are you ask if Tom's around or whatever, and out of the corner of your eye, you see somebody like lift their head up and look at you, and they like raise their hand, and they're like, "Hi, I'm Tom. What do you need, bud?"
Hey man, I just talked to Stefan. Do you know Stefan?
Yeah, Stefan. He's the best.
Yeah. He said like you had some super interesting insights into what they're building here.
Yeah. I mean, it's just a cutting edge future of. It's only the cutting edge future of computation.
Can you dumb it down for a normal person like me? Like what's happening?
A really good computer.
Alrighty.
You ever heard of like encryption, hashes, any of that kind of thing? Like secure.
Yeah, sure. The basics, yeah.
Yeah. Well, just imagine if all of a sudden the U.S. government was able to crack every password, like half the passwords on Earth, to be able to get into people's emails, to be able to get access to everything. That's kind of what we're working on here. Like that's the practical application. Other than that, I'm in it for the more interesting stuff. But ultimately, that's kind of the root of our worth to society at the moment. Is but yeah, it's basically imagine the best computer you ever, the best computer you can imagine, and then times that by 100, and that's what we do here.
And you guys develop it for the government, right?
I'm not sure the specific details. I believe we develop it, and the government is the one that's interested. But technically, we sell services to some corporations from time to time. We're still I believe they're trying to figure out that whole monetization thing. Most of us are, even down to Shane, the owner, we're mostly focused on the like advancing the technology and whatnot. They're just now getting around to figuring out how to make money off of it. Luckily, the government came along. They made it real easy.
Stefan said you were a bit skeptical about the whole project, but after seeing it turned you around. Can you describe what like insights you found that turned your opinion on the whole thing around?
Yeah, I mean, I just went down and Shane showed me the computer, and it was amazing. I talked to the engineers. They were super jazzed about it. I talked to Shane. I came back up, and I've just been feeling pretty good ever since. I realized that I look around and I'm working with like the best people on Earth, working for one of the most noble causes on Earth. We might be able to use this to cure world hunger and stuff potentially.
Do you remember if the shift happened in your mood like momentarily, or was it a more procedural, slow development?
I mean, he'll chuckle. It says, "Well, that's silly." I don't know. I'm just jazzed. I'm just, I'm just in a good mood. I can't really explain it. I was like bummed out about my pay and all the long hours, but now I know that what the long hours are working, or what the long hours are for. I got to see where my work was going. You get a little crazy just staring at ones and zeros and numbers on a screen, but just a nice reset to to be able to take a look, see what it's all about, right? It's like
that makes a lot of sense. I appease him, but obviously I'm kind of worried. Like inside, I'm worried that he got like brainwashed or something. While I'm talking to Tom, can I have a look around and use my human to see if anybody is like looking disapprovingly at what Tom's saying?
Sure.
Let me just roll 1 second. What did I lost the pop out. Sorry, give me a second.
No worries.
Normal success.
Yeah, you kind of try to read the room. Nobody seems to be paying too much attention. you're a ways away from Steve and them. You know, Tom seemed totally jazzed. If you look around, you see that a lot of people are just sitting there, kind of smiling, typing away on their computers. The other people seem pretty relaxed. Most of them are in their own world, basically, not really paying a whole lot of attention to you guys.
Any of the coders like not obviously happy, like not like over the top happy like Thomas and some of his colleagues. Like, what's the overall vibe here? Is it abnormally positive?
The overall vibe is somewhat positive. Yeah, most of the people up here seem to be chilling. Annie looked like she's not all that happy. Most of the people also don't know that they have no idea you're here and who you are, unless you introduce yourself to every person you asked about Tom. But most of them are just look up at you and they're look back at their computer, you get the picture. They're not Tom. But nobody's really engaging too awful much. They're just kind of in their own heads doing technical stuff. You kind of got to pay attention to what you're doing.
Just for the rest of the thing, I just want to Prophet's keeping a lookout for people that are somewhat facially disapproving of. If any of the big high ups talk, I want to look out for people that have a certain frown on their face, people that might be whistleblowers.
Sure. All right.
And I'm gonna rejoin the group.
All right.
Maybe
One
ask
second.
Slips to drop off a couple of papers for people he thinks have potential, but I couldn't spot any.
All right. Let's see here. Okay, yeah. So you show back up, and Bram, Slips, and them are talking to Amy. She looks slightly worried. Steve walked off to actually Brahm's looking around the room for OSHA violations. Steve walked off to talk, to kind of give him his spiel. Jack is kind of standing in the background watching you guys, but he's a little ways away. And Slips and Judge are still there talking to Annie. And she's kind of
try and body block for Slips to give her a paper. I want to body block the view.
Sweet. Yeah, you gave her one already.
All right.
And she looks kind of like she has something maybe to say. And you got a little bit of privacy. Maybe you could try to press her a little bit, get her to speak up.
I'm gonna just whisper to her. I talked to Tom, and he doesn't seem like somebody. He seems like somebody who got leveraged, if you know what I mean. If there's anything on your plate that you would like to share with us, I can guarantee you complete privacy protection. You just gotta talk to us very swiftly and quickly. I think we have an opening of about 30 seconds if you have anything to share, Annie.
She kind of hears you, kind of turns her head a little bit, and she says, kind of fills you in on the overtime, and the, feeling like they've been working too many hours. She believes that because of the new laws, she's pretty sure that she should be getting compensated, that everybody basically should be getting compensated for working over 40 hours, even though they're on salary. She mentions Barack Obama and gives you some laws basically that she believes apply. But she says, Shane and them seem to believe that it doesn't apply. And it's been an ongoing dispute around here. But that's about all she really knows. She says it's just, basically it's just kind of weird. It's a weird vibe. She's not quite sure what's been going on lately. And
Did any of the other coders change their opinions very quickly?
I mean, to be honest, yeah, I guess. A lot of people were pissed, and now they're really, it's kind of died down. I'm pretty much the only one who's still bitching.
Are
Heard
you
a
the
few-
only one that hasn't visited the quantum computer?
I don't know about the only one. I think, no, I'm definitely not the only one, but they have invited me, and I said hell no. Steve gives me the creeps, and she like looks over at him, and she says, but yeah, they've invited me a few times. I don't really care. They give me the creeps, and I just do my job. It's not so bad for me. Being the lead developer, I get to basically tell these people what to do for the most part. So it's a lot less crunchy for me. It's really the coders who are, grinding hard. I might do some long hours, but it's mostly just kind of sitting here, twiddling my thumbs, doing some things here and there when there's a problem that other people can't solve. But for the most part, I have it a lot easier than, and I get paid more, than the other people. So I don't know. Maybe they did. Maybe they got raises. I don't know. Like, it's possible that somebody just gave them a raise. I mean, they wouldn't announce it to us all. So,
Yeah, makes sense. Prophet's already basically filtered it into the quantum computer is brainwashing people, and he's pressing on to get any info on the other corporations that IBIS is working with, if she knows anything about that.
she doesn't really know. It's not really my department.
Who would I be talking to if I had to find out who IBIS is selling this technology to?
That would probably be probably Shane, or maybe or potentially Steve, VP of marketing. He's he does some of that. Like Steve would know, Shane would know.
Anybody else that might be more inclined to cooperate with OSHA?
No, not that I can think of. I mean, you guys would probably have most of these records. I think you could just, search it in your government database. I think a lot of this stuff would be filed in the, they had to provide a ton of stuff. We're trying to go, Shane's been zazzed about going public and all that. And, maybe that's why everybody's happy, because we did have some stock options. A lot of us who were, here at the beginning, we literally got paid in IOUs. So, that could be an option, but yeah, I'm not sure. I mostly deal with the coding and whatnot, and she's gonna stand up and kind of, gesture to you guys, and she's gonna kind of, she's gonna say, "I gotta use the lady room. I will be right back." Actually,
I'm gonna say very loudly in front of so that Steve, if he's nearby, can hear it. Oh, this is. Thank you for describing to us how great of it working conditions you have here. Thank you for your time and energy.
Well, thank you, sir. I'll be back in a few minutes if you have any more questions. You're welcome to take a look around, and she will head off towards the ladies' room.
Speaking of, I have to use the restroom as well. Excuse me, Steve. Where's the restroom?
Yeah, he'll point you down the hall.
Great,
There's a sign, kind of by the top of the steps where you guys came in.
And I walk there, and I want to get into a stall.
All right.
And use the burner phone and text the handler just in case anything happens. Possible hypnotic entity titled the supercomputer located in the basement. Just
all right.
Report.
Yeah, he'll fire back. Thanks for keeping me posted. All right. Dom, you're standing by the desk, right?
I do.
All right.
I am.
All right. Yeah, you guys, whoever knows, but you hear the sound of the sound of a Discord message popping up, and you see like a notification goes across Annie's computer.
Is it like a pop-up bubble that shows the beginning of the Discord message, or?
Indeed, it is. 1 second here. See here. Yeah, it's just some like random pleasantry type stuff. But it says like something about like, thank goodness it's my day off work or whatever. Looks pretty mundane, but you do see
What's the
that
handle on it? What's the handle?
it is like Star Wars Nerd 99. But you do see her like desktops on and sitting there.
Okay, so that's what you. Yeah. All right. I was confused for a second. What's my window here? Like the people are like what's his face? Let me just scroll up again. Steve and Jack, where are they standing?
Jack is standing like 20 feet away. Steve is arguing with Bram. And yeah, that's about it. Jack seems to be distracted. He's kind of like twiddling his thumbs, basically, firing off a text here and there. But yeah, it seems like you have a window if you want to check things out.
Any way of me to give myself access permission to the network from here?
I mean, you could try, but it's going to require like sitting down and doing some serious like hacking.
Yeah.
Okay. Do we have earpieces, by the way? Quick question.
I have 4 earpieces on me, but we haven't distributed them yet. I mean, we can retcon if Steve allows us, but I'm not sure. Would we have distributed the earpieces, Steve, or would we have them on me still?
I mean, probably not. It'd be weird. You guys can just text each other. Your OSHA guys don't tend to walk around with earpieces. You can just text each other, and you're all standing right next to each other.
Yeah. Text heading to basement. Gonna sneak into basement. Because sounds like Steve is bringing them there to be brainwashed. So going with him is not a good idea. And I can slip into places.
All right, so Slips is going to the basement. Yeah.
All right. I mean, there's cameras everywhere, so.
I mean, I make my way towards like security first, I guess.
All right.
Actually,
yeah. Go ahead. Sorry.
I mean, there's no other way to not be looked at security, I guess. So I'll just head there first.
Probably. I mean, you would definitely get the idea that it's going to be hard to sneak anywhere in a building, like an office building like this, especially when you don't even know where the basement is. I mean, I guess you could assume take the elevator down. I guess it would be a good, smart assumption. But yeah, I mean, yeah, you guys are standing there. You heard the Discord message. You could probably take a peek if you want to. Otherwise, she's going to be back in a second.
Actually, it might be better for someone to go to security instead of me then. I messaged to the group. Anyone want to deal with security?
You see Bram still bothering Steven? Keeping him busy?
All right. Yeah, I mean, you can open up her if you open up the Discord, there's a couple messages there. You got like a minute to like take a quick peek. Yeah, I mean, there's just a few moments of silence. Bram, you're over there talking to Steven. He's like, dude, this is bullshit. Like, come on now. Like, it's a light switch. What are you talking about? It's not up the code. Like, we just paid to have this place built. Like, obviously it's up the code. And if it isn't, then it's should be the contractor's. Well, we didn't build the place, but everything's been remodeled. It should be the contractor's fault. You got any proof of that? I can sue him.
I mean, yeah, sure. Here, I can explain everything. I can give you like a written form here with everything that's not in order. Yeah, if you got scammed, yeah, it's your right to sue them. But this needs to change soon.
Okay. I mean, what's the timeline here on a light switch malfunction? Is that I mean, will we get a copy of this report? Like, how's the process work?
You will.
So we'll get a.
You will get a copy, yes, of
Okay.
everything that's not in order. And yeah, you will have due time. It will be written in the report how much time you have to fix everything. Usually it's about 1 week.
All right. All right. Well, yeah. I mean, just put it in the report, and we'll do what we got to do, I guess. I'll pass it to Shane there. That's kind of his department. He handles most of the stuff like that.
You
But,
know, it especially if you want to go and work with the government or with the military, you really want everything to be squeaky clean and up to code.
yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, makes sense.
And yeah, if I miss anything, then it's my ass on the line, you know.
True. Is your boss a ball buster?
Can be.
All right. Well, good luck with that. And
Yours
yeah.
seems a bit more chill than mine, for sure.
Yeah, Shane's the shit. I've known him for over a decade. We went to school together. He's pretty awesome. Very chill. Kind of brought me along with him on his rise to fame and popularity. Let me help him change the world. That kind of a thing. Great
Boy
guy.
genius, all that.
Yeah, for sure. And to think, made a lot of himself for a guy from West Virginia too. Like, he's mostly self-taught. Doesn't even have a college degree. He's just, fascinated with computers. Kind of what he did his whole life for the most part. Interesting stuff. I have no idea what any of it is. I can barely send an
impressive.
email.
Yeah, you tell me about it. It's all moving so fast.
Yeah, you got that right. World's going to hell in a handbag. And he'll turn and like head back towards the rest of the folks there. All right. Do you need anything else from Annie, or you guys ready
I think
to?
we're done with Annie. Let's talk to the security personnel first. I'm sure you have a security office around here, right?
Yeah, sure. I mean, the head of security's over here, and he'll like, snap and wave his finger, and Jack will head over. It's like,
yeah.
Let's
have a quick look at your offices, wherever your personnel works day by day. Just the usual stuff. Checking for privacy invasion and all the other things. Please lead the way.
Sure. Yeah, he'll look at Steve, and Steve will kind of give him the nod, and he'll, go along with it and lead you guys downstairs, down to the ground floor. There's like offices behind the reception and whatnot, and yeah, he takes you back in there. There's like a small break room kind of a thing, and like a small office. It's like kind of nice. That's, he'll tell you that this is his office, and this is pretty much it. There's a security room, small office. All the security cameras are handled offsite. We have remote workers do that. But yeah, I mean, there's not much to it. What do you want to know? Everything's secure. All the guards have their, certifications and everything. Everything's up to snuff.
Yeah, I'm just gonna like talk him through like the average guard rotations, whether or not he feels that they're getting adequate breaks and compensation, stuff like that.
Yeah, the guards should be solid. I mean, we pay them all right. Going rate. I would imagine you'd get no complaints. Everything should be up to code and up to everything should be the way it's supposed to be.
All right. Meanwhile, I'm texting Slips to like wait for my go ahead before he breaches.
Yep.
And I'm also gonna text Miller to see if he can get like our tech department involved of like to mirror the ongoing security feeds that are offsite. If they can like inject in the transfer between the cameras and the backup system or whatever and like loop the stuff.
All right. Yeah, Miller will respond that he'll see what he can do. You guys know yeah, and Jack will Steve will he's kind of standing out in the hallway. And he's going to kind of try to get everybody's attention and say it's about dinner time. You guys want some dinner? Like how late are you guys planning on working here?
I think we're gonna probably I'm gonna look to Bram. Like, what's the list looking what's the list of infractions looking like right now?
Probably have a couple hours more to before we can finish everything and then finish the reports and everything. Give you a copy.
Yeah.
Probably a couple hours.
What's the time of day?
It's around 6 o'clock now. Been hanging out,
All right, yeah. I think you're gonna mention time was flying by. Looks like there's gonna be a 2-day job. I know. Also not that good for us because we're gonna have to reschedule some stuff. But this is taking a lot more time than we expected. Yeah, we might have to come back actually. And,
time is it right now?
6 p.m. ish.
Yeah, 6 p.m. ish. About dinner time. He's like, sure thing. That'd probably be for the best anyways. A lot of the top folks have went home. It's getting a little late for the like the department heads and stuff. Sure you guys don't want some food? It's taco night.
I mean, sure, if you're offering, as long as it's not substantial.
Sure.
Cannot be too expensive,
Oh, it's free. It's on the house. Taco Wednesday. Yeah, if you guys want, he'll lead you up upstairs, and there's a big buffet and stuff.
Okay, I'm texting Slips to like scout the security, but to not breach right now because we're not in place to cover up the breach.
All right.
And we're gonna gonna mention that we're gonna return tomorrow or like day after.
Quick question: were we in the security department when he told us that?
Yeah, you could step in. It's not much of a department. It's more like a break room. To your right is like a break room. To your left was Jack's office, and then there's like a little hallway with bathrooms for like employee bathrooms, basically for the security and receptionists, so they don't have to go all the way upstairs to use the bathroom.
Is this like the place where like the screens are, the black box, the recording devices for the cameras and all that?
They said it's all. He said it's all offsite.
It's all offsite. I see.
Yeah, like the monitoring is at least. It's pretty common
Bunch of-
nowadays.
What's the
Bunch
name
of
of the
Filipinos and
company?
Indonesians getting paid $1 an hour to watch these TVs.
Of course.
Yeah, probably. It was, you know,
With an external contractor or in company, like internal employees.
Shane arranged all that. I'm more of the like ground crew and whatnot. There's
I'm sure
occasion.
Stefan could tell us.
Yeah,
Should be in the reports and everything. Yeah.
yeah, he's HR. He might know. Shane handles most of the stuff around, most of the like he's like a workaholic type, control freak type. So he does most of the stuff here. I'm mostly just watch the premises. Occasionally we'll get a call on the radio that there's like a bum meandering around the loading dock or harassing people out front, and we got to go shoo them off, that kind of a thing. But never.
Having an external company manage your security cameras, especially if they're not in the building, that's quite a big threat, because maybe if the cameras are high enough resolution, they could see the code that's being worked on. They could see stuff people are working on. Did you guys have any information leaks, any spies, anything like that, an incident since moving here?
Not that I know of. I do do basic background checks on the employees. So there is some concern about like corporate espionage or like Chinese nationals. Potentially because this is we keep this kind of on the wraps. But yeah, there is a concern for that. We believe we've
It's kind of like an arms race almost.
Yeah, exactly. And we're doing, what we can do basically. Our budget's kind of crap. We don't make a lot of money yet. We're kind of got all the eggs in one basket with this government contract and stuff. So if that goes through, then should be good to go. But
make sure what you're working on is not being stolen.
Oh yeah, definitely. That's my job. I mean, we don't check anybody's pockets or anything, but from what I've been told, the quantum computer is very sophisticated. So if you kick it, it'll basically ruin the whole thing, and $1 billion if you spill coffee on this thing. So they're pretty sure nobody's taken the actual technology. Shane's a genius. He keeps most of the he's basically single-handed for the the actual quantum computer stuff. So I'd imagine he's probably the only one who has all the all the details and schematics and everything to actually produce it. Most of the people that work on it are either writing code or
Because you're like segmenting the task, so there's not one person that has access to everything.
Yeah, pretty much. I believe so.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and you can tell that Jack has known Shane for a while. He just from the vibe, like longer than 8 months that this place has been here for sure. Like he's talking about him like first name basis, like he's drinking buddies, not his boss basically.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that guy's a genius, so I think he's probably got it figured out and got a plan for everything, Yeah, how's the food?
You can't be a genius in all domains. You gotta be stupid at something.
True.
Right?
True. That's what my ex-wife said. But yeah, he gets up and goes and grabs some more food, and he's going to come back in a few minutes. Yeah, so he's grabbing his food. I think we're this is probably a pretty good point to wrap it up. Oh my god, I forgot something that I shouldn't have forgot. My bad. Oops.
You can always retcon it in. It's fine.
Sure. No worries. We'll make it work. Yeah, this is probably a good time to wrap it up. Let me think for a second here. I mean, I know, let's see. I mean, this is the only one that I can think of off the top of my head. But yeah, Jack gets up, heads over to grab some grub. And 1 second here.
We can also go back in time. You know, it's your universe. You can just say like, let's go back and like replay a certain scene if you need to.
We're good. It doesn't really pertain to what we were doing here. It was just kind of it was a thing.
Okay.
We'll change that timeline instead of this one. 1 second here.
A meteor strikes our headquarters. In the meantime,
Yeah.
Right.
Miller turns into Godzilla.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so you guys are all just sitting around eating. Let's
I
go
would
ahead.
like to state for the record that I do not eat the food here.
All right. Janik does not eat the food here. Jack gets in a conversation with a couple of people over at the buffet and whatnot, and Steve is off like over by the steps on his phone. So you guys got a little bit of privacy if you want to have a quick chat about if you want to try to like push through tonight or come back tomorrow, like just to make sure we lock that in for.
What's everybody thinking? Shall we gear up?
I'm busy.
And then attempt.
I'll be
another
done
run
in
at
like
this
10
tomorrow?
minutes.
I think we need some. Like we need to be able to breach the offsite camera storage, and we need some kind of digital breaching gear for the security measures that we've seen.
I would love to come back here a bit more prepared.
Yeah. Let's schedule another meet. Sorry. Let's schedule another meeting for the day after tomorrow.
So we have 1 day to prep.
Essentially, yes. Yeah. If we need to get some like hard to get equipment, we need more than like the evening to get like some kind of breaching equipment, you know?
All right, cool. Sounds good. Is that everybody concur? Or-
Yep.
Such is okay.
all right, sweet.
All right. I think we should cut it here maybe and then like start the next session like with us meeting right after this, like with Miller and like figuring out the gear we need to get for the next meeting.
All right, sweet. Jack will come back and as you guys finish up your food, Steve will come over and you guys can make arrangements to come back. What time do you guys want to come back? Not tomorrow, but the next day.
Like same time in 2 days. We get an urgent thing with the IRS tomorrow, so that we can't move that unfortunately, but we can be here the day after if that works for you. Otherwise, we can come back next week.
So Friday 9 a.m. Would that work for you guys?
Yeah, we're kind of trying to get this rushed through, so the sooner the better. Friday 9 a.m. you say, or 12:30. It's up to you. Early or the same time as today. 9 a.m. works for us. If you want to do 9 a.m.
Are you guys okay with 9 a.m.?
Should work for us. You know, we just want to do our job and get in and out before you guys release your product, I suppose. Yeah.
Want everything done this week, so on Monday you can start releasing everything.
What's your release scheduled for, by the way?
I mean, basically, we're just waiting for the paperwork. We're waiting for this to clear and a few other hurdles with the FCC and stuff. just for the thing to go on the stock market, basically. Nothing special tech wise. It's just
Yeah.
they're waiting
Do
for
you
this.
have is there like an announcement scheduled for release in the coming weeks or?
Oh no, I don't think so. I think that might be illegal. I'm not sure. You'd have to talk to somebody else. I'm not sure.
Yeah,
I think
just,
we were given do not discloses. It's like a
we understand. We just want to make sure we're not in your hair on Friday if you're releasing on Friday, you know?
nah, Friday's fine. We got to wait for this. It'll be like weeks or a month, till all this paperwork clears.
Okay, yeah, that's more than fine. I just wanted to make sure we're not getting in your hair when you are like on the day of release, you know? I know you guys can't tell us the exact stuff because of market manipulation. We just want to make sure we're not in the way, you know? In the end, we're here to serve the common interest anyway.
All right. All right. He's taking a note for the time. 9 a.m. All right, 9 a.m. Friday. See you in 2 days. And they'll lead you out and see you guys out of the building. And yeah, we'll call it there. And meet you. Yeah, we'll call it there and pick up somewhere tomorrow for you guys to
Nice.
so yeah, you guys walk back to the car, and if you want to take a few minutes to finalize your plan for tomorrow, or come up with whatever, maybe text Miller, see if he has any input on what you're doing or whatever. Actually, yeah, we'll just end it here and we'll pick up next week and figure it out. But sweet. All right, thanks, fellas.
Like
thank
we
you.
made up so much OSHA stuff.
Right.
Of course.
I don't even know what OSHA does essentially, other than like workplace accidents. So I don't know where the boundaries are.
That's pretty much it. Workspace stuff. They have a
Yeah,
couple
like we
special
could-
divisions.
I think we were, especially the timekeeping, the division and all that, like employee abusing and all that, from what Steve said.
Yep,
right?
yep. Yeah, definitely. It applies a lot more to like industrial type stuff. Like most of their regulations are for like not abusing the employees and not putting them into dangerous environments and stuff. Like if there would have been like electrical wires and stuff hanging around that people could get electrocuted on, that would be like kind of an OSHA thing. It's mostly just checking to make sure the building's safe. There's not any like ridiculous, to make sure like the people on the forklifts are qualified, so that there's not just random people flying around on forklifts. If you've seen The Office, like the reason that Michael Scott like wasn't allowed to use the baler, like to make sure like the guy who like crushes the cardboard boxes is qualified, that kind of thing. Definitely check that out.
And it's even making sure people like lift with their legs and not with their back and everything.
Yep, definitely. And
Pretty much any way people could get hurt at the workplace, you gotta make sure they don't.
Yep. And fine anybody who doesn't listen.
Is there any way for us to leave through the loading dock?
Let's see here. I mean, he like Jack and them will say, I mean, we could probably do that. There's nobody there right now. It's kind of like we'd have to turn all the lights on and stuff. That closes down at 5.
Yeah.
None of the employees are there anymore, but sure, if you want to take a peek, we could pass through.
Yeah, I feel like we just like spread out quickly through the loading dock and say like we just just having a quick look if anything is out of place. More minutious inspection when we come back, but just for now. Always
Alright.
good to be able to tell our boss that we checked the loading dock because that's where the most injuries happen. So
Right. Yeah, he'll take you through like that hallway where the bathroom and stuff leads back towards like a door that goes into the loading area. It's like a large, yeah, basically like half the back of the building is like kind of a warehousey type. Looks like the company that was here before did a lot more like shipping and receiving type of stuff. It was a medical research place, so they were, you know, constantly had raw materials coming in and out. Now it's just kind of mostly just dusty and like not being used a whole lot. There's like some rolls of toilet paper, that kind of a thing. Loading dock looks pretty normal. There is an access to a like a back access to the elevator, so that you can take, you know, stuff from the loading dock area like straight on the elevator. And yeah, that's about it. There's 2 bays with like, you know, traditional rolling steel doors, like garage doors that come down. They got the, you know, he'll point out the chains that are, you know, for it to pass code, there has to be a way to open it that doesn't require electricity. So there's like a little like chain, like a loop of chain that you can pull. It pulls a crank that'll put it up slow as hell in case the power goes out and there's a fire or something like that. But there's also a door, just a regular like human door, and he'll lead you guys out of there, and he'll you know, like Jack whistles over and catches the attention of a security guard. There's a different guy there than was there when you guys were here the first time, and he'll say, "These guys are just leaving. You know, see them out, will you?" And he like nods, and you guys head out.
On our way through the hallway and in the loading bay as well, could I take and make a mental note of security cameras and their placements and possible vulnerabilities?
Sure. It looks pretty well covered. Let's see, vulnerabilities. No vulnerabilities that you can notice.
I think the first thing we would do outside would be like go to the car and like draw up a map, and everybody fills in the cameras they remember.
Yep.
You know, like make a camera plan essentially, a security, like a, what's the word? Like a, oh fuck, sorry, it's too late.
Security
I'm missing my
contract.
words. Say again?
Like a map?
Yeah, just like a map with cameras on it and security stuff.
All right, sure. Yeah, I mean, you guys saw a bunch of cameras. There's definitely no way you're getting anywhere without being noticed. Basically, if somebody's watching the camera, they'll see you. Like,